hilarious.
Tom's tank engine is hilarious. You're a racist.
What?
I don't know.
He
A little engine that could?
He goes, boy, boy,
That's
boy,
not-
boy,
That
boy,
ain't
boy.
Tom's
boy.
tank
Yes, it
engine.
is.
No, it isn't.
The little engine that could?
That's
not
not Tom's
Thomas.
tank engine.
Shit.
There's nothing to do with it.
Tom's tank engine, well, actually, the little engine that could, I think, also has a face on it.
He does have a face, I think. Depends on what version of the book you're reading.
True.
The Thomas the Tank Engine one.
That's not a thing. It might be a thing.
It
I'd
is
be
a thing.
surprised if it wasn't, actually. Fuck Thomas the Tank Engine. He's weird.
It's the best show that doesn't exist anymore, probably.
No, it's still going.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
I know
I remember I saw a thing on the news a while back because, like, the NRA or somebody were mad because they added like a Jamaican train or something. Yeah, it was real stupid. Like
Oh,
they
the
added,
Jamaican chain.
they started adding all these trains from different countries
That's
and
really
like,
weird.
people from that country's accent who speak English.
Now, I want to know, how's a train coming from Jamaica?
They have trains in Jamaica.
It's not coming here.
They pick it up and they bring it here
That makes no
with
sense.
helicopters.
Alright, welcome back to Project Yare, guys. This is Yare Shack number 4.
And that AJ do the theme song
No.
Wait, whose theme song?
for Yare Shack.
We don't have a theme
Yeah,
song.
you sang it one time.
To the hip hop
You're like,
hippie.
Yare Shack, yeah.
Oh.
Welcome
Yare
to-
Shack, baby, Yare Shack.
That's the
Did he
one.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't remember.
that's the theme song to this
I was like,
show.
I don't
I'm Nick.
remember us having a theme song.
That's AJ. We got Cooper over here.
My name's Brad.
I like how you're pointing to us and we're not even on camera.
That's very true.
Oh,
So what did you guys do this week?
What did you do this week?
Oh, went to Bonnaroo.
He did go to
Went to
Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo.
He Bonnaroo to Bonnaroo.
Probably. It was great. Got sun
Crikey.
poisoning, you know. But I would do it all over again. For
But
another.
differently this time.
No,
so
I would
don't
do
get
it
the
different.
rash.
Yeah, I would do it differently with sunscreen.
No, because look. I remember sunscreen the first day. The second day was drunk, so I don't think I remembered it that day. The third day, same issue. Fourth day, I was sober, but I realized I had sunburn that day, so I put sunscreen on it. But sunscreen over a sunburn is kind of redundant.
No, it will work.
Yeah, well,
It works.
I wanted to be sober Sunday so I could drive home.
Sober Sundays.
Yeah.
Alliteration.
Even though it took me 3 hours to get out of the parking lot. From the campsite to Manchester. To McMimble.
Well,
And then I bypassed my house to go to Taco Bell because look, I was eating like granola and shit because you didn't want to take a shit because of the porta potties. No one wants to use those. I mean, they're
That's why
used.
you
Don't get me
break
wrong.
it.
They are used out the ass. Figuratively, literally, and physically.
Metaphorically.
Yes. So, definitely needed some Taco Bell. And then I enjoyed a really nice shit. The
Got his
bands
weight
there
loss
were
in.
amazing. Alright. Fucking Childish Gambino.
it's not a band.
I like him though.
Post Malone.
It's not a band.
Don't know him.
Cardi B.
It's not a band.
Lil Dicky.
Don't
not a
know that
band.
person either.
AJR.
Nope.
I don't know
Walk
what that
the
is.
Moon.
I don't know what that is either.
Fish.
Nope.
I know who Fish
Casey
is.
Musgrave.
Nope.
Let's see who else was there. I saw Elenium.
Nope.
Odessa.
Nope.
These
Jack
all sound
Harlow.
like freaking
Nope.
countries overseas. Especially Post Malone.
Space Jesus.
Nope.
Schlump.
Nope.
Edram. I saw Space Jesus. And
So far, everybody's named. I know one of them.
Space Jesus and Edlum. I think that's it. I saw them twice.
I know who Fish is, but that's because
Saw Fish twice.
I know who.
Well, tried to
Charlie-
see Fish twice.
I know
The
Charlie
Lumineers.
Sheen. That's the only one I know.
Hey, the Lumineers.
Nope.
Really? Hey ho. Hey
Wait.
ho. Hey.
I thought you were gonna say, "Hey, oh, let's go." I was like,
Well, you've never heard of the Lumineers?
No, I don't think so.
I bet if I played the first 5 seconds of a song by them, you would know it.
Go for it.
yeah.
Alright, I have it on my phone.
Thanks
Go
for
for it.
getting us copyright.
Nah. Yeah, it'll be fine. I played fucking F in the other one, and we didn't get in trouble for that.
Oh, that's right.
We did get in trouble.
Oh,
for
Grammatic. I saw Grammatic. That was
We
pretty
got in
funny.
trouble for the background music. Somebody claimed it, and it wasn't even the song that they claimed that it was.
What did they claim? What was the background? Oh,
Yeah.
the normal.
Hold on. Everybody pause.
What?
What just happened?
Alright, we're back. Everything's
Are we back?
No. It's delayed again.
I wonder why.
Pause.
Delay.
Alright, anyway. Play the thing.
I'm playing it right now. Is it actually working?
Yeah. Is that 5 seconds?
It was like 12.
Stop it at 5. You're supposed to stop it at 5, and the answer is no. I don't know this. No. Never heard it.
I've been living a lonely life.
Never heard it.
Been sleeping in my
You
bed.
can keep singing it. I don't know it.
Yeah, my sister knows that. My sister knows that band. It's one of her favorites.
Why didn't she go to Bonnaroo then?
She does. She hasn't been to Bonnaroo in like 2 years.
This would have been the year to go. It's sold out.
Anybody else you go see while you were there?
Grizz. My all-time favorite one the whole time was Grizz.
Never heard of him.
Buddy also did the Grizz Super Jam. That was dope as fuck. Did a lot of throwbacks. You know, Aretha Franklin, Queen.
I know who
Fucking-
Queen is. I know
He did a
Queen.
throwback.
I know.
Yeah.
Huh?
Queen is dead.
Yeah.
Did a throwback to no.
I know who Aretha Franklin is.
The band's still there.
A band is if you ask me, a band is basically the singer.
So basically, when lead singer Nirvana died.
Yeah, because
They even admitted that
they're
Nirvana
done.
died when he
Yeah.
died.
Because, like, think about it. Like, you can replace every member of a band besides the singer, and they will still sound the same.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at
You replace the singer, they don't sound
what
like
about
the
Leonard
same
Skinner?
band.
That's like Blink 182.
Wait, hold
They
on,
sound
Leonard
the same.
Skinner. I mean, they basically replaced everybody
And then
with death.
well, it's like
Basically.
it's like that saying. It's like if you buy a computer and you slowly upgrade it over time to the point where none of the original parts are in it, is it still the same computer?
No,
The
No.
shell.
that's not.
That's not a computer,
That's just casing.
right?
True.
So, but if you ask me, as long as, like, the lead singer can change and it can still be the same band, but it doesn't sound like the same band.
Yeah.
But everybody else can change as long as the singer's the same guy.
Like the drummer
band sounds
from
never change.
Avenged Sevenfold.
I didn't even know they had a new drummer. See, that's the thing. As long
I
as
think
this,
it's Avenged Sevenfold.
if the singer doesn't change and you don't pay attention, you'd never even notice any of the band members changed.
Well, it's like me and my sister talked one time. She said, "How do you think Red Hot Chili Peppers would sound if the lead singer was gone?" I was like, "Different, very
Yeah.
different."
Okay. So anyway, went and watched them.
Yeah, I still don't know who they are.
Grizz is great. If you've never heard Grizz, you need to. It's like it's a funk
I hate
kind of music. Saxophone,
Awful.
fucking great.
The only band I like that has a saxophone is Foreigner.
AJR, they had one.
Don't
They did an
know.
Office little montage. A shout out to The Office.
They played the theme song to it.
Yeah,
The British Office or the American?
the
Office?
American one.
Nobody likes the British Office.
Except
But
for
it was
British people.
fucking
I don't even think
fantastic.
they like it.
I'm sure.
I saw 3 people get proposed to, 2 marriages.
I'm still waiting for you to say another band I've heard of.
What's wrong with you?
My sister, what's funny is she even said
You
she
don't
saw
go.
one. and
Look,
didn't like it.
some of those names I didn't even know of until I went there. But I watched them and they were great.
My sister was like, she
Like
said the
Space
only
Jesus.
the only things that she would actually stay for would have been Lonely Island and
Yeah, I watched Lonely
Lunar-
Island.
Yeah,
Lun-
you
Lun-
showed us some of that.
Lumineers?
You showed us some of the video of Lonely Island Live, and I hated it.
But you weren't there. You weren't in the atmosphere. You weren't in
Wouldn't
the
want
energy.
to be there.
But if you were,
I
what
hate
I'm,
energy.
what I'm saying is,
But
if you were there,
I need your energy.
yeah, seriously, like the energy of the crowd was fantastic.
People up here.
It lifted you up while you were there. Everyone was fantastic.
See, that's why people like going to live events like for wrestling and stuff like that, is because it's a completely different
when you
experience.
walk
But I
in-
hate going to live events.
when you
'cause
walk
I hate
in-
being around people.
But here's the thing. Look,
But
when
you-
I don't even like going
Hey.
to the movie theater.
hold on a second.
You just fucking hit me.
Yes,
No, I
he
tapped you on
did.
the arm. Anyway, when you
Assault.
walk in under the
That's
squarch,
Squarch.
well, they replaced the arch with a square display,
Okay.
and then they do the LED arch,
Mm.
so we call it the squarch now.
Okay.
When you're walking in, everyone, like, to get in everyone's, like, spirit, like, you would high five everyone in line as you go around.
Your hand would hurt so bad by the end of that.
No, I mean, it's not a hard high five.
Brad, as
Wouldn't
soon
be
as
if
he
I was
walked in
there.
there,
High five.
somebody wanted a high five.
That's
Do
not,
that
that doesn't
every
hurt.
single. Yeah, but you do that a couple hundred times, you're gonna be fucking crying.
You do it a couple hundred times.
Then you're gonna be crying.
You're not crying. It's fucking great.
You know? See,
That's
I
why
don't
you needed hand.
understand.
That's why you needed hand
I'm crying
sanitizer.
because all the happiness everywhere. I'm like, I'm so happy.
Everyone is happy. That's the fun part.
I hate happy people.
Like the drinking,
I hate drink.
the fucking drugs.
I hate drugs.
You don't have to do any of
Brad
that.
is the Francis in our group of friends
I don't know
for,
what that means. I
from
don't
Left 4 Dead.
Oh.
Because he hates everything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You don't have to do any of that to have a good time.
stairs.
I do hate stairs.
They had a big ass. It's literally called the Big Ass Water Slide, and it's fucking.
Was it a
huge.
big ass water
Yes.
slide? Okay. That's
Yes.
a pretty good name then.
Did you go down it?
No.
You would have broke it.
Oh.
I gotta stop doing that.
No, I just. I've seen it. They had the silent disco.
I seen you pull somebody's
What
jaw.
the fuck does that mean?
Okay, you walk in, right? Put on headphones. And the headphones has the music on it.
Hmm.
Everyone's listening to the
Can
same
you
thing.
control the volume?
Yeah. So you put the headphones on and you have a silent
So
disco.
from the outside, it just looks like a bunch of people dancing.
Yeah, like a bunch of little standing zombies just.
That's fucking weird.
But it's cool as fuck.
I don't know how I'd feel walking around. It'd be really quiet and you see everybody just kind of dancing around. I'd be like,
Yeah.
You don't really notice it.
everybody's crazy.
Yeah.
No,
Everything you're describing is something that I don't want to be a part
Or
of.
maybe I'm crazy if
You
you're
know-
not dancing.
I went in there with an open mind, and you know it was fun.
I don't have one of those.
I don't either. You too. You have a lesbian friend. Don't give me that crap.
Wrong kind of open mind.
Oh.
You guys are more
I'm
introverts than anything.
I have super closed mind on everything in the world.
I know, it's why you never get laid.
I'm closed minded on that too. Because I
just
don't believe in getting laid.
I just don't.
What?
I don't like crowds. I don't like being around large. I just don't like being around people. I don't like overly happy people who are just never annoyed at anything.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no, that was annoyance.
If you're one of those people that smile like 75% of the day, I hate you.
I apologize.
What are you smiling about? What do you have to be happy about?
You have no idea.
How good he got at
Because
jerking.
I'm just relaxed.
I'm
Relax. How are you not the most stressed out person ever?
I don't have a reason to be.
I'm pretty fucking chill.
I've always been like this though.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to be a little bit of seriousness. There has to be seriousness.
Yeah, my dad tells me that too, but I don't.
You know what I get
I don't
serious
see
about?
why.
Video games.
No.
I mean, that dance game you had on Yakuza.
Oh, that fucking pissed me
See?
off. That goddamn disco game.
Oh.
It's so hard. I'm bad at rhythm. I have no fucking rhythm.
You're white.
And the fucking like
Oh, then you're gonna hate that Cadence
my
Pyro
fucking
thing.
my brain tells me when I'm doing a game like that I need to get to the square and hit the button as soon as possible. Right? That's just how video games have trained me to do things. But this one, it wants me to take as long as possible to get there, like take the most number of steps, and then hit it at the last possible moment. And my brain just doesn't fucking register how to do it, and I can't beat the motherfucker, and it's just so goddamn irritating.
Well, it's like I can't do imitation thing like in a game when you're playing something where it's like hit this button when this character does this, and you'll do this like they do. You know what I mean? Like a mirror game, I can't do those.
I'm
So
really
basically,
bad
you can't
at.
play God of War.
I was gonna say
That's not the same thing at all.
I'm pretty bad at quick time events too.
Quick time events are all right for me, but I'm talking about like I'm talking about like if you're against somebody or it's like a mini game where it's like the mirror game where
Right.
when they throw their hand up, you have to push a button to throw your hand up
Right?
in
No,
the
I
same
get
way.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I did see Josh Hutchinson.
But for me with QuickTime events, like I have this problem where I anticipate what the next button is gonna be,
Yeah.
and then when it's not it just fucks me.
Yeah. I remember
I'm like the next button's gonna be circle and square, and I just press triangle.
it's funny because quick time events have kind of
They don't do them as much anymore.
they kind of died out. I remember the first time I
I think
played
it's
one,
because
which
everybody
was
hated them.
because the first time I ever played one was Force Unleashed, and I was fine with it. And then the second one came out, and I was like, it's still all right. And then the end of the whole thing turned out to be a quick time event. And I was like, I hate this. That's stupid.
I think QuickTime events just kind of stopped because people didn't like them.
Yeah.
that much.
Well, what ticked people off the most was I think the Lord of the Rings game or something like that. The end battle was a quick time, and a lot of people just didn't want that.
Speaking of taking people off, didn't you have like a pet peeve, grinding your gears type thing you want to talk about?
Were you done talking about Bonnaroo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you have any other people that I've heard of?
You just didn't want to talk about it, so
No, all I did was say wait for you to
The
fucking
list wasn't great.
name more
the
people.
list was great.
I'm just waiting for you to name off people that I know besides Childish Gambino.
You don't know who Post Malone is?
No, we've gone over this.
I don't really know who he is. I've just seen him.
Every single time this happens, he's like, Post Malone. I'm like, I don't know who that is. He's like, you don't know who that is? No. What? And then 3 weeks later, we have the exact same conversation.
Yeah. What?
I don't know who Post Malone is. I don't know who Little Dicky is. I don't fucking know who these people are. They don't make the kind of music that I listen to.
Yeah. That's how it is for me. Like, I could probably get into, like, the song he was playing earlier. I could probably get into something like that, but no.
Like, if you told me Maximum the Hormone.
Little Dicky was there.
He already said he doesn't know who that is.
Yeah, we went over this.
How do you not know?
Because he doesn't make the music I listen to.
I've heard you play one of his songs, and I was like, I don't like this at all. But I'm not a rap person either.
Right. I like, even Childish Gambino. I like his first album and then, like, 3 songs off of his second.
What about Hoser?
Heard of Weezer.
Hoser and Weezer. Sounds like a weird cop duo. Hoser, we got a 370 or something. Well, I don't know cop terms.
Let's see. Thursday,
A
I
211.
saw.
Yeah.
That's an armed
Okay,
robbery.
Thursday,
Is it?
Yeah.
I saw 12th Planet,
Nope.
Nude Party,
Nope.
Space Jesus back to back with Ephraim and Schlump. Then I watched. Let's see.
I do know who the
Jack
Lonely
Harlow.
Island is, but I didn't enjoy them.
Imprint by himself. Peach Pit. Right.
I'm shaking my head no, even though nobody can see it.
All right.
I saw. Oh, they can't yet.
Then Friday I watched Fish, Childish,
Yeah.
Grizz,
No.
Grizz Super Jam,
Nope.
Girl Talk,
Nope.
AJR,
Nope.
Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Nope.
How are you supposed to be
Then I watched K-Flay.
They had Eminem last year. I know who that is.
Yeah. He's been there a few times, actually.
Yeah. Rival Sons. Then Saturday Post Malone, Odessa,
Nope.
Hoser,
Nope.
Casey Musgraves,
Nope.
Lonely Island,
Kevin Smith.
I know who they are. but-
Gucci Mane, Orchestra,
Nope.
Grammatic,
Nope.
Quinn,
Nope.
Bishop Briggs,
Nope.
Chelsea Cutler.
Nope.
That's all for that one. Then Sunday, I watched Luminaires, Cardi B, Elenium,
Okay, I've heard of Cardi B, but I've never actually heard anything she's done. I've just heard of
Walk
her
the Moon,
as an individual.
that song Shut Up and Dance.
Oh,
I don't you dare look back. Keep your eyes on
Shut
me.
up and dance. What up? No, yes.
Keep your eyes on me and hold him back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny.
Nope.
Really?
I'm kind of surprised you haven't heard it, but at the same time, I understand.
2 Feet.
The reason I say this is because a lot of weird YouTube videos play that
Okay,
for some reason.
2 Feet, Lil Dicky. Let's see what else to watch. Elenium, I already said that. Walk the Moon. I didn't watch a lot Sunday because we left at like 10.
I don't know what's going on with this thing. We need to pause again.
Is it doing it again? God damn it. Fucking fireworks season, man.
I mean, it's not July yet.
No.
We're still in Pride Month, baby.
Yeah, hey, they did have
Oh,
a pride
I'm gonna
parade.
be
though.
honest.
See, look, Cinnaru is not the only thing. Cinnaru is like for the main stages and everything.
Right.
But we were in Pod 10, which is 2 miles from Cinnaru. So you had to walk from Pod 10 to Pod 9 into Pod 3 to get to Cinnaru.
From 3 or from 9 to 10 to
Well, the
3?
outer, see, all the inner ones
What the
are
fuck
like
does that matter?
the inner ones are the low numbers than the
Okay,
outer
that's what
rim.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I get it.
But one guy died this year. He was in Pod 11, which
They
is
said
next
he had a
year.
heart attack.
Yeah, he had like known health problems. Anyway,
Well, at least
Yeah.
nobody died of stabbing.
Or drugs.
Drug stabbing.
true,
They laced their knife with.
but there were a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sold out. So there was like 80,000 people, not including all the people that work there,
See, that's
the
just,
VIP.
that's just too many people.
It is.
Altogether, there's probably 130 people, 1,000 people there.
You know, like
Manchester
10
doesn't need
people.
those kind of people.
10 people. That's too many people.
Anyway,
I'm like a 4 people.
So in each pod from like the inner pods had like a barn that was called something else, something different. Like in 3 we had the Yes Barn, and it was like a movie theater.
Okay. Were they playing movies?
Yeah, like they were playing what's that movie? The Never Ending Story.
Ah.
Right, and while they was playing, they had like people on
Train.
stage. Yeah, that's one thing. Like you know, the Rock dude. There's like a moment where the
I've
Rock.
actually never seen that.
Anyway.
I just know that part.
What was it?
Oh, Trey.
They
it's,
had
like, it's like the kid's name or something, or it's the dragon's name.
Yeah, they were doing props while the movie was playing too, so it was like visuals. And then the one in Pod 9 was like hip hop.
My
right?
favorite.
And it boomed all night. Like it boomed all day, all night. Didn't stop. Pod 7 was called The Ville. It was like country. It was a throwback to Nashville. And you know, it had like country music
Was
and
it
shit.
playing that new
Right.
song?
But also,
that song that came out?
but look, also in
That
Pod
country,
7.
Country Roads or whatever it is. That is that.
No,
I hate that
no.
song.
Cardi B played that song.
Talking about country, like the one that's on Fallout 77.
No.
Oh.
I'ma take my horse down the old trail road.
No, that's
I'm
what
going.
it is.
Right.
Billy Ray Cyrus is in it. That's really
Yeah, anyway, it's a rap song. Pod 7 also had this thing called The Grove, which is just a bunch of trees, right, with statues, you know, and they played like just melody music, you know, and there was hammocks everywhere.
That sounds delightful.
It was quiet, you know, it was great.
That sounds delightful if nobody else was there.
Yeah.
I got some pictures. You want to see?
No.
We don't want to see other people. What's wrong with you?
I don't even want to see you. That's why we're in the dark.
No.
Yeah, well, fuck you. No, but I mean, it was pretty cool, like the statues and shit.
You know it's funny
What?
when you said something about it, and it's Pride Month. I told my sister the other day, so I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing all these rainbows.
I don't know if I got it all, but yeah, there's statues everywhere. And like,
And some girl's armpit. How cool.
Whoa. What was going on there?
That's what you gonna jerk it to later.
yeah, no, but
I'm gonna rub my dick on that hairy armpit.
but like I was saying, each area had a different pod.
Right.
Like pod 2 had yoga in the morning
Oh.
and a
God.
5K run.
Ew.
Like who wants to do that at a music
No
festival?
one.
Wake up early, right? You just went to bed at like 3 in the morning. You want to wake up early and go do a 5K run.
Healthy
Oh, wake
people.
up early. Ever.
You don't even like waking up early for work.
But yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that.
Oh no, I had a really great time, and I'm probably gonna go next year.
Cool.
And it would be cool if you guys came too.
Nope.
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah. It's never
I'm not gonna lie. When I first learned about Bonnaroo, I was like, oh, that'd be cool to go. And then as the years go, I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then I got older, and I'm like, I don't want to freaking go.
I got old and jaded and hate people.
Yeah.
Fuck going
You're older than all of us.
anywhere. I'm the youngest
I still
person
him.
here.
I still hate.
There's
seeing
like 35-year-olds that go.
I don't give a fuck.
Anyway, yeah, I had a
people
fun
that
time.
There's people
So
that are still
what
in
was
high
it-
school that go.
Well, what was it that was grinding your gears?
Hmm?
About what?
You said something was grinding your gears
Oh, yeah.
at work.
No.
You said something was.
I just said I had something I want to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. You said it really irritated you.
No, I didn't. Stop putting words in my mouth.
I didn't have to. You said them.
I didn't.
Come on, Cooper. Spit it
All
out.
I did,
That's probably it.
all
right
I
there.
did was say I had something I wanted to talk about because I thought it was interesting.
Okay, well, Mr. Interesting. Grinding your gears.
Netflix. It's got Evangelion, but they did a new dub for it.
Really?
Yeah, because they couldn't use the old dub, or they didn't want to use the old dub or something, so they redubbed it, but they didn't cast everybody.
Yeah, it's probably garbage.
And people, yeah, that's what I was saying. People don't like it, and I don't like it either.
I don't blame them.
But there's a couple things people are mad about. One, people that I don't like the way it sounds. They also changed some of the stuff that is said, and they don't like that either. But I was actually gonna play a little audio clip so you guys could hear the difference between the two. It wasn't ready, so I didn't have it pulled up.
Did you write anything in your notepad, AJ?
What notepad?
The one I told you to write all your shit down that you want to talk about.
No, I actually remember what I was gonna bring up.
Oh, did you? Because you can't remember a conversation for like 2 weeks ago, though.
Okay.
Who remembers a conversation from 2
Everybody
weeks
ready to
ago?
listen to this fucking thing?
What conversation we
Shut
had
up.
2 weeks ago?
Shut up. Alright, this is from the original show.
Well, I did volunteer to pick him up, so it's
I
only my
remember that
duty
voice.
to make sure he gets there. See ya.
That's the chick in the car, right?
Yeah.
This stinks. I just had this car repaired and it's a total wreck already.
Was it a different part?
That sounds like
It's all the same.
That sounds like I forgot her name from Tenchi Muyo, the tan chick or the dark skin chick.
Are you even gonna be able to play this?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Misato.
It's just audio.
What's that? Those batteries. Isn't that, theft? Don't worry about it. It's an emergency and we needed a working car, right?
No, she doesn't.
I am a government official after
Not
all,
on this, but-
so everything's gonna be perfectly fine, okay? Okay. I don't think anyone will buy that excuse. You're no fun. You know, you're not as cute as I thought you were. Is that so? Ooh, angry? I'm sorry. You're just a boy after all. You're not as mature as I thought you'd be either.
Alright. And here's the new one.
That's fine. Look, I said I'd pick him up, so it's my responsibility to get him there, okay?
It's not bad.
Bye. Oh, this is the worst. I just finished getting this car restored and it's banged up already. It's gonna cost me a fortune to fix it, and I still have 33 more months before it's paid off. My only decent outfit is ruined. Miss Misato decked out today too. Oh. Miss Misato? What is it? Is this okay? With, those. Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I had to get the car moving, and this is an emergency situation. I may not look like it, but I'm an international civil servant, so this is perfectly A-okay.
That
Doesn't
changed.
sound very convincing. Lighten up, will ya? For someone with such a cute face, you sure are uptight. Maybe I am. What's wrong? Wait, are you hurt? Don't want to hurt a young boy's feelings. Well, Miss Misato, you don't seem to act your age either.
It's too
It's not,
mellow.
it's not terrible, but you
Yeah.
take away something like a '90s dub.
That
that's
seems
actually pretty
monotone
good.
as
It
fuck.
doesn't. To me, it doesn't sound as good. Or well, okay.
It's very
It
monotone.
sounds better. Like audio quality wise, it sounds
Yeah, it sounds
better.
clearer.
Right. But I don't like the voices as much, and I don't like the changes that they made. And
Yeah.
Shinji sounds like a fucking girl now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like on some '90s
And I
animes,
read a thing-
like
I read
the
a
voice acting is
thing-
really good.
I
for
read
some
a
reason.
thing that said that the actor who plays Shinji is non-binary, and I don't know how I'm supposed to refer to them, like what pronouns I'm supposed to use, but it sounds like,
Like the
a girl.
original.
What?
Oh, the new.
Yes.
voice- Okay.
Is non-binary, so I don't know if I'm supposed to say he, she, or what. But it sounds like a fucking girl, and that kind of bugs me. Like,
Yeah.
like when you listen to a dub and it's supposed to be a guy, but it's clearly
What the
like,
fuck is non-binary?
They don't. They choose to not be a part of male or female,
right? It's a gender thing.
which I'm gonna be honest. is just-
Anyway, where was I going? Oh, like if you ever watch like the Black Butler dub or something, and like Seal, he's like a little boy,
Yeah.
but he's clearly voiced by a woman. Like, and like you can tell that it's not like it's just like an older woman pretending to be a boy.
Yeah.
Like there are times when it really bugs me, and that's one that I'm just like, that doesn't sound.
Like Ash Ketchum?
No, Ash Ketchum sounds fine, but like Shinji right there, he's supposed to be like 14. That does not sound like a 14-year-old boy.
No.
Yeah, his balls haven't
Well, that's
dropped.
like the woman that plays the voice of Luffy in One Piece. Like, it's obvious it's a woman, but she does a good enough job where you'd buy that he's like a,
Or like if you watch the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z, it's like that is clearly an 80-year-old woman. Convince me that it's not.
And it's weird because she's also the
don't-
voice of Gohan and Goten. if
I
remember
don't
right.
like it. Yeah, I saw it. I was going fine a minute ago. I mean, like it's still.
I think it's just lagging.
Yeah, we'll just have to fuck it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just keep going. I'm tired of fucking with this thing.
Well, it's still going. It's just...
I know it's going. Said that. Said it's still going, but we just gotta fucking deal with it. Yeah, see, it's still not showing it, but it's caught way more. We're talking about the waveforms on our audio capture. They keep fucking up. We've stopped like 3 times, but we're just gonna roll with it. Roll with it.
What did you have to talk about? Stop looking at your fucking phone.
I was looking up something. Real
No
quick.
one gives a fuck.
This is them.
The current.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, I wanted to talk about how the MCU, the people in Marvel are wanting to talk to Keanu Reeves about possibly playing Logan for the MCU movies.
I don't know. He doesn't have that much anger in him.
I don't really. The thing is, I think the reason they're even considering it is because he's on such this big hype train right now with the John Wick films, and then the.
You're breathtaking.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. I think they're really on a hype train, and I'm not
on a hype train, but
the thing is, I'm not against Keanu Reeves being in the MCU, but him being Logan, I don't see it because he doesn't really have that build. And I know a lot of people be like, Hugh Jackman didn't have it. I understand that. I know he didn't.
I personally don't care at all. Who they get does not matter to me. I watched Captain Marvel the other day.
Good.
Yeah, I liked it.
You see all the SJW stuff now. What's funny is like a lot of people, some people who like aren't that got mad because of the chick saying.
That's not new. But like the show I was watching a new show yesterday. I actually kind of want to talk about this too. I was watching this new show that just came out called Good Omens, and it's about basically the Antichrist is born, and they get it mixed up. They're supposed to be swapping it with a regular human baby, thinking it's the Antichrist the whole time.
Oh god.
And it's got like David Tennant and some other people in it, and they're like trying to stop the end of the world and all
Was
this
this like a live action show?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Jack.
what?
Who's Jack in Red Dead Redemption 2?
The son.
Yeah.
That's who this voice actor is.
Yeah, but in Red Dead Redemption 2, he's like a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
In Vernon.
I just looked at the picture, and I was like, oh.
He's also in Skyrim.
Anyway,
They're in Skyrim.
Who in Skyrim?
probably just miscellaneous.
Probably.
False Scar? Kalevi?
Probably a kid.
Yeah, that's like Jason Marsden, the guy that played the voice of. You remember in Static Shock, his best friend?
Vaguely.
Like he
The
played
white
his.
kid who wore the green clothes.
Yeah,
The sciencey stuff. Yeah.
He played his voice, and he was also the voice of a lot of the bards in Skyrim that sang Ragnar the Red and all that. And he said, when I went in there, he said, I wasn't told what I was going to be doing. He said, and they did that so they wouldn't have to pay him. I was like, I'd be really ticked.
They did what so they wouldn't have to pay him?
They gave him all these different lines and everything and didn't tell him.
That he was going to play a bunch of different characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did it to avoid paying him a bunch of
That's
money.
fine.
And what's funny is people
it's
bring it
not
up to
fine,
him.
but
People
it's
bring it up to him, and he said he appreciates them liking his voice acting in it, but he's really ticked off at Bethesda for not like
Everybody's ticked off at Bethesda. Anyway, back to my point.
Why?
because they're being
Fallout
very
76
terrible.
is a piece of garbage.
And they wanted to make Fallout freaking like Fortnite and PUBG and all that. They wanted to make a Fallout version of
I
that.
haven't heard that. Anyway, Good Omens, starring David Tennant and that other guy, following the wrong baby thinking it's the Antichrist. There was a lot of like weird moments where his best friend's like this little black girl, and like she's talking to War, the Horseman of the Apocalypse, War, who is a woman, and she goes, "Why don't you just go home and play with your dollies?" And this little black girl's like, "I don't approve of this everyday sexism," or something when she stabs her with a fucking sword. It was funny though. I liked it.
What show?
Anyway,
What show?
Good Omens. Anyway, I was gonna say
What's it on?
I was actually bringing that up.
That's
Somebody brought up there was a petition that like 20,000 Christians signed or something that wanted Netflix to stop their new show Good Omens because they don't like some of the messages it has in it.
Is it anime?
No,
It's real. It's
I think I might have seen the show.
it's brand new. Let me fucking finish. Anyway, and they don't like the fact that God is voiced by a woman, and various other things in the show, right? And they signed this petition like, Netflix, please stop your show. It's an Amazon Prime show.
yeah.
Oh, Amazon.
It's
Prime.
not even on Netflix. That's what was
See,
funny
what ticks
about
me
it.
off is people will do that, and then it gives people like me like a bad name and everything.
I just thought
And, like,
it was fucking funny that they're like, Netflix, take this show off the
Most
air.
people
It's
would-
not even fucking Netflix who has it.
Like most people at my church don't even watch TV.
It's an Amazon Prime original.
There's this new
Made by-
Amazon Prime show coming out, and it's basically the people who go and take down regular people go and take down superheroes that get out of line, and it's got like some really like good actors in it, and it looks funny as fuck, really actiony too.
What you're talking
What's it called?
Let's look it up.
I also started watching another show on Amazon because they have it, and it's also an Amazon Prime original called Amazon Riders, which is a retelling of a fucking Kamen Riders called Kamen Rider Amazon from the fucking 70s. It's a retelling of that story that was made in like 2014. It's all in Japanese, and I've been watching that, and fucking, it's just funny to me that the.
It's called The Boys.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. It's funny to me that the monsters in that, like that they fight, they call them bugs, but they're actually called Amazons. So Amazon made a TV show where the main antagonist is Amazon. And it's this like disease that eats away your blood and turns you into like this bug thing that just eats people. And so this giant corporation that's siphoning the life out of people made a TV show about how they're siphoning the life out of people.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just thought it was funny. It's got good action though, because it's one of those like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Power Rangers.
This was made by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
That sounds about right.
Is it out yet? Because I've never heard of it. All I know is that Good Omens like came out like earlier this week, and it had David Tennant in it, and I'm like, I like him, and I watched it. And it's only 6 episodes, but they're each like an hour, and it's based off of
It'll start July 26th.
It's based off some book.
But it takes place in a world where superheroes embrace the darker side of their massive celebrity and fame. It revolves around a group of vigilantes known informally as the Boys, who set out to take down corrupt superheroes with no more than blue-collar grit and a willingness to fight dirty.
Superman doing some kryptonite heroin.
They have an actual video if you want to watch it.
No, I don't.
You said we could.
I didn't say that. I said I didn't want to.
When I said I wanted to show you some Bonnaroo shit, you said we could do it.
We could, yeah. But then you ended up showing it to me earlier, and I'm glad we're not doing it now.
Well, I wanted to show you Grizz. But
I don't care. I stopped caring a while. I just think it's yeah. I
What
don't
were we talking about earlier?
Kamen Rider.
Before Nick was like, Yare Shack, and we were talking about. Remember, it was something to do with Sekiro, I think.
Oh yeah, well, you were talking about something, and Nick told you to shut up and save it for Yare Shack.
I don't know.
What was that, Nick?
I don't remember.
Okay, perfect.
I just wanted to shut up.
And then okay, let's see.
Let's
Yeah.
get these actors out. Actresses.
Kamen Rider and fucking. Oh, there's this character in the Amazon Riders who he's like. They have to eat protein and shit, otherwise the
protein in shit?
No, they have to eat protein and shit.
Ugh.
Okay, shut up. Anyway, they
That's
gotta
a little
I
nuts.
don't know who any of these people are except for Jack Quaid, and that's because he looks like Dennis Quaid.
I don't even know who that is.
You've seen the movie. You've seen The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan.
Like
It's her
forever
dad.
and a half ago.
Wait,
It's
you
her
don't
dad
know
in
who
the
Carl
movie.
Urban is? Really?
what was
Wait,
it?
is he?
Dread, Star Trek, Thor Ragnarok,
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
I watched Dread.
Doom, Red,
I
Riddick,
watched Dread.
I didn't know his
recently.
name.
Pete's Dragon.
I actually never knew his name, so.
I had never seen the original Judge Dredd, but I just watched Dread like recently. That movie's not great.
No, a lot of people didn't really care for it.
Chase Crawford.
Vaguely average. But I'll tell you what, it was.
Covenant.
It's better than Thor: Dark World.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really good movie. The Covenant.
I was gonna say Thor: Dark World is not a good movie.
No, I fell asleep during
It's
it.
not even a bad movie.
You fall asleep through a lot of things, but then again, my dad does too. So.
Well, if it's boring, it doesn't entertain.
My dad doesn't. My dad falls asleep doing stuff like that because he says it's not realistic. I was like, nothing on TV is realistic. I don't know why that's
Wrestling.
Like,
No, but
he's not wrong in that video either. When wrestling's more real than most of the stuff that's on TV.
But what I was gonna say was Thor: the Dark World. Like, it's not good and it's not bad. It's just so. right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna make something, you either want it to be so good that people remember it, or so bad that people remember it. The worst thing to be is so meh that nobody fucking remembers what happened in your
Or that it even came out.
Like, I have literally no idea what happened in that movie. I know I watched it, and I don't remember a goddamn thing about it.
Yep.
She got sick.
Did you know Toy Story 4 came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, today.
Oh, it's
Yesterday.
And everybody's mad at Tim Allen
Why?
because he's conservative.
Yeah, it happens
It's
all
the
the time.
only reason they're mad.
Well, not everybody's mad at him.
I mean,
The people who aren't conservative.
just just
And
the
the
people.
people who... It's the people who aren't conservative who care.
Yeah.
But,
People trying to ruin things for
I
everybody.
kind of want to watch it, but I kind of don't.
I still haven't seen the third one.
It's alright.
I kind of want to see what Keen
I remember
brings
it
to the
came
table.
out. It came out when I was in high school.
Came out in
and I
2010.
Yeah, I was in high school at the time.
Only 9 years ago.
And
When did 2 come out?
2 came out in like 2004? I don't remember.
Somebody brought, it was like TV or movie day at school, and somebody brought in fucking Toy Story 3. Yeah, they brought it in on DVD to watch.
Watched like an hour of it.
Yeah, but classes were only an hour long, so we never got to finish any of the movies we started. So I made it to the part where Buzz Lightyear, they flipped the switch on his back and he starts speaking Spanish.
And does like dances and
And
stuff.
that's the farthest I've got. I don't know what happens after that.
So
Yeah, I don't
get
remember
this.
anything about 3.
Toy Story 2 came out 20 years ago.
I like that one.
1999.
Yeah, Toy Story 1 came out in 1991.
No. 6. No. 5. 95 or 96.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've seen the first two. I've seen them multiple times.
Well, yeah.
1995. But that's ridiculous, though. That's a long time ago.
Is it ridiculous, AJ?
It really is. Because I actually
You
thought
know what
Toy
they
Story
need to
2
make?
I thought Toy Story 2 came out like 2002
You know
or
what they need to make?
2004.
What do they need to make?
Lady and the Tramp 3.
No.
They made a 2?
Yeah.
About what?
Don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
remember.
Like, I know they made a Milan 2, but that, like, those were the direct-to-DVD that nobody cares
Yeah,
about.
like Return of Jafar, which I actually like Return of Jafar.
Who?
He's the bad guy from Aladdin.
Yeah.
I only saw the first one.
He's in the
He's,
first
in the,
one.
he's the main
I know,
villain.
but I mean, I only remember certain parts of the first one.
How do you not remember the villain?
I definitely remember Jafar, because I say his...
You see, I remember all the genie parts, but I don't remember the ending.
One of my favorite things to do is just go, what do you think would... I'll look at my mom, and I'll be like, what do you think it would be like if my middle name was Jafar? And she just looks at me like, what?
Jafar's
I
wild.
bet
Or like,
JonTron would
but
be.
not just Jafar. Like, I'll just say any random names. Like, what do you think it would be like if my middle name was this? And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Met 3 people, right?
Yeah, I bet JonTron would have hated his parents if they named him Jafar. Because then he'd be Jafar Jafari.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, but look, I was at Bonnaroo, right? And I was waiting for a show to start, and I was by myself because everyone else was going to see something else. And the chick beside me, she's from New Mexico. I think her name was Sam. Yeah, Sam.
We'll
It's
go
probably
with that.
short for Samantha.
Yeah, probably.
Or
And
Samuel.
she's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Here." You know,
Right.
obviously.
You're from Manchester? No, I'm from Tennessee.
No, I'm from, like, I graduated Manchester.
I know,
Yeah,
but you
but
live
It's
here.
fine.
It doesn't matter.
It's fine.
I'm basically from Manchester.
Especially if she's from New Mexico, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah, you're from here. Anyway, she's like, "I'm Sam." I'm saying, "I'm Adam."
Why?
Just to do it. Why not?
I mean, he's not lying to the person.
It's my middle name.
Yeah, but you don't go by your middle name.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like-
think about it this way. My name's Nick. Nick? Yeah, Nick. You know, just this. Hi, I'm Adam.
No, that's it.
I don't know.
If I told if somebody yelled out my middle name, I would not turn around. Like, I wouldn't even know they were talking to me.
I
But I'm
wouldn't
never
either,
gonna
'cause
meet
my
this
middle name's
person again.
John, and my dad's
Yeah, but
name
that's
is
the thing.
John.
Never gonna meet this person again,
I'm just.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but what if she just turns next to you and goes, "Hey, Adam, isn't this so cool?" I'd be like, "Who's Adam?"
What if she sees these videos that we do?
She won't.
Yeah, she
You
could be
don't
a
know that.
fan. She's like
Yeah,
diddling herself,
one day-
listening to you talk.
What the fuck? Speaking of that, so much ass.
Yeah, he said there's a lot of naked men there, but
Yeah,
not
that
a
is
lot of
surprising.
naked men.
Nothing I wanted to see if I was looking.
Brad's trying to say, why didn't you get naked with the women?
Yeah.
What?
Whip your dick out.
What?
Show them what you're made of.
Skin?
I'm made of my dad's sperm and my mom's egg.
I did see a lot of inflatable dicks and donuts.
Yeah, he said that, but I don't know. I just feel like
I
it's
was
not
listening
fair.
to some EDM.
If they got
it
the
was
tits out, I should be able
Millennium,
to
right?
whip my dick out. Something
Listen to
like
Millennium, and right as the bass would go up, right, and he would go once, right before
Yeah.
the bass would drop, and I swear a million fucking glow sticks as soon as the bass hit just fly through the air.
that. You ever seen those like live videos of like idol concerts? Everybody's got the fucking glow
Yeah,
sticks.
going like that. With,
Yeah, but they're the
going
little
like
tiny wristband ones, right? So the little thin ones, and they just get thrown, and then everybody picks them up, and they wait, and then they throw them again.
I always like the videos where it's like they're about to drop the bass and then it changes the song to like the 1,000 Miles song or the
I will walk.
no, not that, the you know what I'm talking
Oh
about,
yeah.
the Vanessa Carlton song.
Yeah.
And then one of them did it one time, like he was going real crazy, and all of a sudden it goes, "What I want, you got it." And I was like, "That's hilarious."
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, I walked like 40 miles. It was ridiculous. What?
Through the heat.
Surprised you didn't.
It wasn't hot.
What?
It wasn't.
was so hot.
No, it was.
I
There was
at-
one day
this
where
was
it was
the
actually
coolest-
cool.
I was at
coolest
work
year.
and I was
Yeah,
dying.
but you're inside a building. That's nothing but weld fume.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, so you burning up felt really great to me.
Mm,
But yeah, how did I not chafe?
Lives
I
on
did.
pain.
I did almost.
okay.
And
He's
then
like,
this is what I did. Took
baby
half
powder.
a bottle of baby powder, like right, laid down on my queen
I'll
size
give you a
mattress,
vagina cancer.
lifted up, and I just went. Whoo.
And everybody's walking by like, "What's he?"
No.
I'm not the only one doing this. Look at that tin over there.
Yeah.
Everyone. No,
That
baby
ba-
powder
that-
was being passed around.
Baby
all right?
powder will give you vagina cancer. You better watch out.
Yeah, no, I told
Hey,
my
man.
best friend that.
Hey, hey man, you get some of the baby powder?
There was a lot of other things being passed around too, but I didn't take any.
Take one down, pass it.
Anyway,
I should tell them to anonymously drug test whoever.
Oh,
but
oh.
I'll pass with flying colors.
He's a
And by
degree.
flying colors, I mean I'll be coloring that fucking. No, it's about the mouse swab now. Never mind. It's easy to pass.
I mean, it's still Pride Month. If you want to pass with flying colors, go for it.
But no, like the key
No,
to
the
is
Pride
you
Month
lift
will
the
be
ball
over by
sack.
the time we
Look,
get back to
the
work.
key is you lift the ball sack, right? And you get the gooch and all the crevices. And then you're good the rest of the day. Matter of fact,
And
they
then you
still
do a little
have,
in the
I washed
butthole
these.
work.
They're fucking white with powder on the inside.
I said, you put a little bit in your butthole. That way when you fart,
Not a bad idea.
it's like, hey guys, want to see a magic
Yeah,
trick?
but see, that's the thing.
That's not a good
If
idea.
you're at Bonnaroo and you don't know whether you need to shit or fart, you don't do any of it. You hold it, which
Oh, I
is
can
really
tell.
bad. Which is really bad for your back.
Holding in farts.
Holding
Anything.
in anything, yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I have such a good back.
Yeah.
Because I shit my pants. What?
And I jizzed in my.
That's not what he
pants.
said.
You ever jizzed in your pants?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you? Really?
Multiple times every day.
No, I'm being serious. Being serious. Have you
Yes.
ever jizzed in your pants?
Yes.
If I have, I don't remember it.
Well, do like pajama pants?
Everybody does that.
Are you talking about like wet dreams?
Yeah.
You wear pajama pants? That's so
Brad
sad.
said he sleeps naked, so that means he did.
I mean, no, like I go, like they're like sweatpants.
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah, I go commando in some sweatpants.
Okay, well I don't.
I wear pajama
Okay.
pants all year long.
Yeah, no doubt that you don't have a
Like, these
job.
are what these are workout pants.
All my pajama pants have anime on them. I got
Mine-
some Pokemon
mine are flat.
ones. I
Talking
got,
about some serious shit. So you've never jizzed in your pants?
got
Okay.
some, got
I never said I never did. I
They're
just said I
mostly
don't remember.
Ghibli films because I bought them all at Hot Topic.
Ghibli.
What did I say?
Ghibli.
Eh.
Giblet films.
Ghibli.
And then yeah,
That's hair.
they're basically all
Ghibli.
Ghibli films, and then I have one that's Dragon Ball Z, and one that's Pokemon, and one that's Bleach. I got my,
But we met these
I
neighbors.
got the Bleach ones out of a fucking loot crate. Man,
Well, we
they're
had neighbors
Probably the most comfy ones.
that
I
were
had.
probably the best neighbors ever. They were nice. They
Really quiet.
they had their own flushable toilet, right? he like built a little pit, right, and it flushed and everything, water flowed and everything. It was cool as fuck. You know, he let him use it for the chicks. You know, if they needed to use the restroom or some shit. He had his own shower hookup. They were from Virginia near Bristol. His name was Tyler. They were pretty dope. I got outside at like 7 in the morning, right?
How did we go from jizzing in your pants to describing pants that we wear back to your tent at Bonnaroo?
Hold on. I get out of my car, right? 7 in the morning, right? And I look over.
You didn't have a tent, you had a car.
Dude's tripping on something, right? Because he's got balloons and he's not balloons, bubbles, and he's just doing this very
like,
slowly.
I feel
the
so
bubbles are coming.
Glow stick dance.
Don't get me wrong, the bubbles are coming, but he's just like, oh yeah, just feeling it.
He's on ecstasy.
And then we gave him a hug, and we're gonna meet up next year.
And you jizzed in your pants when you gave him a hug?
No,
Then what the fuck was the point?
it was just a random question. I was singing the song, Lonely Island.
Yeah, I know it.
When you was talking about shitting in your pants,
Yeah.
and I said,
Yeah, I made a joke about shitting in my pants.
Yeah.
But then you asked us legit if we've jizzed in pants before.
Just a random question. Yeah, let's get all serious. Last time you beat off, what were you watching?
Was it hentai?
Yes.
Well, why am I not surprised?
I think it was called The Greatest
Royal
Lesbian and Futanari Compilation 15. I think that's what it was called.
Nice, very specific.
It was like 40 minutes long.
Did you watch all 40 minutes?
No.
Just,
I watched
just
like,
the first two?
No, I watched 20 minutes and then I was like, I'll save the rest for tomorrow. And then I haven't watched it
He
yet.
put a bookmark in it. What about you?
Put a bookmark in a video? How does that work?
Metaphorically. Dumbass.
I don't believe in
Are you looking at porn right now?
No.
I can.
Okay, what about you?
Been about a
This is
month.
terrible.
I'm trying to save up.
It's a good idea.
He's a
I'm trying
fucking
to pull what's your name? Megamine from Konosuba?
Explosion?
Yeah.
Is it called what's that thing called? Tribbing? No.
Scissoring.
Edging?
Edging. Is that what you're trying to do?
What? No.
He'd have to get right to the, like, he'd have to jack off to the point where he feels like he's about to jizz and then stop, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, like, every day for, like, a month. That'll build something up. If
Dude,
you don't dream it out.
He would be so much in pain.
Oh, yeah, your balls would be killing you.
Yeah.
You would wake up to try to take a piss and it just
Not-
shoot out a stream.
Not- That's why usually I take a shower and pee in the shower.
It'd be like Hancock.
Because I don't want.
Blowing
I don't.
holes in the roof.
I don't want that scene from me, myself, and Irene to happen where he's like, "Why am I peeing like I just had sex?" And it's like going everywhere, and he's taking a picture from him, going like this.
Yeah.
No, I was.
Stop looking up porn, AJ.
He's looking up something from American Dad.
Yeah. This is how I pictured that guy you were talking about. If I can get it.
Glow stick tiny.
He's like, hold on.
I didn't dance the entire
There you
time. I just nodded my head. Let me see.
Oh my god, I have such a feeling of euphoria. I glow stick dance! Dave, look at me! Our years of research have finally paid off!
This will make your younger self totally uninhibited.
How can I ever repay you?
Someday I'll call on you for a favor.
Cryptic!
Damn.
And then later on, he ties up some guy and cuts out his kidney while listening to Hip to Be Square, doing like American Psycho.
Nice.
Yeah, the way he described it, he was going much slower than that.
Yeah, it was like a slow, trippy, like bubbles. He was just like,
Maybe he didn't take as much.
I like how he's like trying to be the drug detective. Like he took it a little bit, so he's going slow, but he probably took a lot more than that. And this is about as much movement as he can
The
make.
drug police. You mean the police?
Speaking of police, the people on horses were pretty cool.
There were
Speaking
cops
of
on
horses, John Wick 3, gunfight on horseback.
Was there?
Confirmed,
Does the
yes.
horse die?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just know it happens.
On a horseback?
Yeah. In like New York.
Because everybody's able to hack cars. I don't know.
I don't know why either. I just remember I was watching an interview.
Like,
Because
no bow and arrow, just.
I was watching an interview, and one of the questions they asked Keanu Reeves was like, "What is one of the coolest things you've ever, action things you've ever done for a movie?" And he went, "Having a gunfight on horseback was pretty cool. John Wick 3 coming soon."
Let me just promote this real quick, and then it's just not in the movie.
See, I think
That'd be pretty shit.
Yo, John
I
Wick.
feel like
think about this. Keanu Reeves is getting up there again. Like I think he went through, being Bill and Ted and The Matrix, and then there was just a block of time, let's say 10 years. He aged perfectly to the point where he can do
he aged
better
perfectly
movies.
to where he doesn't really look like he aged.
At all.
Yeah, but
He
he
looks
doesn't.
like he's been the same. They have photos of people, not photos, but paintings of people from the 1800s who look exactly like him.
They even asked him one time. They said, "Are you a vampire?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "I can't tell you."
Yeah.
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio,
Leonardo DiCaprio has aged. It's obvious he's aged.
but he still looks.
He's a good-looking dude.
I-
Ryan Reynolds.
Brad Pitt?
Good-looking dude. Yeah.
Actually, what
Tom
was the last
Cruise?
thing Brad Pitt was in?
New movie with I think it's Brad Pitt.
His last one I thought was like Z Nation or whatever. No, not Z Nation. That's a thing on Sci-Fi. World War Z.
That's
Brad
based off
Pitt?
of a book.
Oh, Brad Pitt's in the new movie by Quentin Tarantino called Hollywood or Happy Days or Happy Hollywood.
Last Tarantino movie I watched was
Django Unchained.
The Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie too.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Like in the credits.
with
when-
Samuel L. Jackson.
yeah, when the
Yeah.
movie starts, right? It even says that what's his name?
Channing Tatum was in it.
Yeah.
But I was kept waiting for him to show up.
Yeah, see, I had the same thought. Then he gets his dick blown off. I'm
And
like,
it turns out he was under the floor
Floorboard.
the whole time.
yeah, he gets his dick blown
Well,
off. I was
anyway,
like, oh,
Samuel
there he
L.
is.
Jackson, who was also in Captain Marvel, got his eyes scratched by like a cat
And,
Alien.
demon thing.
yeah. And what's funny is he goes, "Ah, it's just a little scratch," and then they look at each other like,
Mhm.
well, "That's not good."
Oh, you fuck, dude. But yeah, and then the cat thing, he ate the Tesseract.
Yeah.
And then it spit it up on his table or his desk or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I remember you guys went and saw that without me.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, wait, so the Tesseract was on Earth? How did whoever have it or something? And I was just like,
No. What I'm saying is, it was there with Captain America when it went down in the ocean and froze.
Yeah.
So how did it get from there to the desk to space? I mean,
oh, up into the ship? Was it in the ship when he crashed it, or did it fall out?
Actually, they said they fished it up with him
In the
out of
plane,
the ocean.
in the
so-
plane crash or whatever. Where
if they fished it up out of the ocean with him, it was in 2012
Yeah.
for Avengers.
Well. Yeah, I think that's right.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's,
Well, look at the loophole.
Well, I mean,
well, it's like I said. There's a lot of plot holes.
did they say they fished it out with him? Did they specifically say that? Or did they just say we fished him out? Like, if it was on the plane or whatever that he was in and he crashed, could it have fallen out?
I mean,
The plane was intact. It was just going down
Right, but he crashed the plane.
into an ice.
Yeah, into an
Actually,
ice. But I'm saying, could it
they
have...
thawed him out in 2012, but I actually think they fished him out a lot earlier because they said Howard Stark was the one that did it.
Yeah, he was just frozen for a long time, wasn't he?
Why wouldn't they just revive him?
And then the
They
military
didn't
had
have the technology to do so.
it. Yeah, and then the military had the thing, and she was technically part of the military.
Yeah, because she was
Peggy?
using it for
Who?
not Peggy Carter.
Oh, you're talking about the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
who built the
because she was
spaceship.
using it as like alternative energy.
Yeah, she was part of the military. So
Which Captain Marvel is now.
that makes total sense.
But you're really gonna hate Endgame.
I'm sure.
No, he's not.
I'm sure I'll like it just fine.
Yeah.
I like almost every other movie they've done.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
See,
Wait, when does Spider-Man come out?
next month.
June.
When
July
does
what?
It's like 9th.
when does
You sure?
Avengers
Fifth or
come?
9th.
Might be 5th.
When is Avengers going back into theaters?
This week.
Oh.
Avengers.
Endgame's coming
they're
back.
putting Endgame back in theaters.
They're
with
doing
extra content.
and
There's
there's
extra-
thoughts that they think it may be either 3.5 hours long or 4 hours long
All I
For
heard.
what?
for the extra scenes they're putting in.
See, what I heard about what they're doing with the extra scenes is it's all stuff that happens after the credits. It's all just bonus stuff that like it's a bonus scene and then like a couple behind the scenes things.
Hey, you want to go see this?
That's what I heard.
What?
July 5th?
What?
Spider-Man. Far From
No,
Home?
I haven't seen Endgame.
You want to go watch that?
No,
Here for $7?
no.
I think it's only gonna be in select theaters though. I don't know if it's a worldwide release again.
I don't either, and I'll just wait for the DVD and Blu-rays to come out, and then I'll rent it on
Watch
Amazon.
it on Netflix. For free.
It's not gonna be on Netflix.
It will.
They stopped putting those on Netflix.
Nope,
after
Spider-Man
Ant-Man
just hit.
Wasp.
Homecoming just got on fucking Netflix.
Yeah, that's before Ant-Man and Wasp. Ant-Man and Wasp is the last one that's gonna be on Netflix. They said that.
Did they?
Yes. Because they're gonna start moving everything over to their
The Disney.
They put Infinity War on.
the Disney one.
Infinity War's been on there for a while now though.
I don't know. I just heard they weren't gonna put them on Netflix anymore, and I don't really use Netflix very often, even though I have access to it.
Yeah.
I'll just get on Amazon and rent it for like $5. So
Well,
I'll
if you
watch
watch
Captain Marvel. You just gotta wait for the DVDs to come out before you can rent them.
Yeah.
But yeah, renting.
Well, the DVD should come out when they do the re-release for the movies.
I don't know.
I'm gonna buy it and see how much 4K is gonna be. So I'll check that out.
For what game?
Yeah.
You gonna buy it?
Yeah.
You should buy the 4K like Blu-ray / regular one.
I mean, I'm gonna buy digital. That's what I'm saying. I need to know how much it's gonna be on that. For
I
some
need
reason, the
TV.
physical copies are cheaper than the digital copies.
I need
which is
TV.
odd.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna rent it on Amazon.
You can
Oh,
just-
speaking of things I watched on Amazon, after I finished going to Omen, I just clicked on David Tennant's name to see what else they had with him in it. There was
David Tennant. What does that sound familiar?
a Doctor Who.
Yeah.
He's the
he's in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, okay, anyway, the other thing that he was in was a movie called Bad Samaritan. It was not good. About these two kids who are valet drivers who use the opportunity of parking people's cars at this restaurant to break into their house and steal their shit.
I've seen a movie like that.
And he breaks into David Tennant's house. Turns out he's a fucking psychotic murderer who ties people up and breaks them, and then he kills them. And when he's breaking into his house, he's looking around, he finds this woman all chained up and shit. And, he leaves her there, and he tries to get the cops to go get him. It wasn't great. It was okay. Solid meh kind of movie. I'm gonna forget about it in like a week.
Yeah.
The only reason I remember it now is because I watched it this morning. Yeah, because I was watching Good Omen.
50-inch. Most 50 inches go for over $1,000.
I was watching Good Omen last night when the weather started fucking up and our power went out. And I was
That's
like,
4K.
Yeah.
there was like 20 minutes left in the fucking movie. I was like, God, you're not movie. And there was like 20 minutes left in the last episode of Good Omen. I was just like, damn, watch. And then the power just kept flickering on and off, and I just went, fuck it, I'm going to bed.
See,
I'll wake up in the morning, everything will be better.
there's been times where I'll watch an anime, like if it's storm or something like that, and then the power goes out. Well, I guess I'm gonna wait, and then I forget. And then I'm just like, I don't even remember what I was watching.
Really? Go from 7 inches more. It's $50.
Yeah, but Amazon keeps your place and everything, so you can just go right back to it and hit continue from where I was.
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes off from where I was, but yeah. And I remembered because I was like, I'm gonna wake up in the morning, and all this fucking weather's gone by. I'm gonna finish this goddamn TV show. I'm pretty sure Benedict Cumberbatch was playing the devil. It was really, I think he did the voice because it was a giant CG red thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the name I read. I might be wrong though. It was a weird, it was a weird, goofy TV show. I liked it though.
Yeah. I've never heard of the brand. That's one of the reasons I've been leery
TCL?
about that.
Oh, I've heard of TCL. I used to have a TCL TV.
It's
I've
50
never heard
inch.
of
It's a
it.
4K smart LED Roku TV for $279.
That's pretty good.
I just won't be here to get it. That's what sucks.
We'll wait till next week. And you will
Or
be
order
able
it
to get
middle of the week.
Do you have Prime? Yeah, just order it
Like Thursday.
so it
or
shows
something.
up on Monday or Tuesday, and you'll be here.
Because they also deliver on Sunday, so even if
No, they don't.
yeah, dude. Amazon does.
Yeah, it does.
Not where I live.
It does here.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Here in Manchester and everywhere else. Because they deliver in
They don't even they don't even deliver on Saturday.
Or I buy this and
Wow.
get it shipped to your house.
Why? Just have it shipped here on a day you'll be here.
I won't be here any next week. I want it.
So order it the week after.
or order it like close to the end of the week. That way it'll just get here when you're here.
Or it gives me an excuse to come to your house.
Why do you want to go to his house? See his sister? Fucking pervert.
I mean,
No,
would a 50 inch fit right there?
yeah.
Not only that, even if it didn't, you can always just scoot these out just a teeny bit. Give you a little bit of room.
But,
Yeah, and then I'll get my brother's 32 inch, right? And then I have a little TV right here. Put my table back there for the 32 inch and play my games back there.
Sure.
But why not play it right here?
What was I saying?
I don't know. You're fucking off. You're a bitch.
We were talking about
Cocksucker.
him ordering things.
Oh no, where I live, they don't even deliver on Saturday. I can only get Monday through Friday stuff.
Really?
Everything comes UPS from
Oh,
Telefónica.
that's right. Because there's no real postal service in your area, is
Is
there?
there? Is there a post
I
office?
said real postal.
What does that mean?
Like the little mail truck coming by
Oh
your
no,
house.
it's just somebody's like personal car.
Oh.
But yeah, they're the mail. It's like we have a real post office and PO boxes.
Because
and all that
that's
shit.
actually what Amazon does. Amazon goes through the postal service, really.
Everything I get from Amazon comes from UPS.
I've never had UPS stuff.
Everything I
Nothing
get
I
comes from
remember.
UPS.
I've had
That
eBay.
UPS guy is at my house so often.
He knows who you are.
Yeah. Like he'll be driving, we'll pass each other on the road and be like, "What's up, dude?"
You got my stuff?
Most of the time he's leaving
Yeah.
because he always shows up while I'm at work.
Just like, yo, I dropped it on your house step.
Yeah, that's where he puts it. No, actually, he puts it on the bench on our front porch. Our dogs like him. They don't bark at him anymore.
Like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
And they're like, he's family. I'm like, no, he's not.
Yo, he fam. I'm going
Ain't
back to
bald.
nap.
That's not relevant.
They think it's you.
No.
And they're like, well, you changed first.
He's a little bit taller than me. Like a good
But when dogs look up,
foot.
they don't see like.
I'm sure they do. I think they would tell the difference between if you and me,
None of that smell.
not even like weight wise, if you and me were standing next to each other, I think we could tell the difference between us.
Oh shit, I'm not bald.
Even if you were.
You would be like Krillin to them.
I'm not that short.
I don't even know how tall Krillin is. I don't think that's ever been given.
And Krillin chooses to be bald.
Yeah. That was established after he grew hair. And he
So
said,
is
I thought
Tien.
you were naturally bald. And he said, no. He said, I just kept it whacked.
He shaved his head because he was a monk.
Yeah.
Was a monk.
Isn't that weird that
Was,
never...
That's what I said.
Isn't that weird that never gets mentioned? Like in Dragon Ball, it got mentioned a few times, but after that, it's never
Well, it's
mentioned
never
again.
really that relevant.
I mean, like it's weird that nothing ever came from that. Because a lot of people think.
Filler arcs did. Filler arcs.
I don't remember any filler arcs that involved
Filler
him
arcs.
coming from a temple.
Maybe you should go play Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans.
That's not filler arc.
The turn-based strategy game involving cards. Because there's an entire section of that game where you play as Krillin going back to visit your buddies and they're like, help us, and you have to fight wolves with guns in the forest. I'm not even joking.
I knew you weren't.
Couldn't you use like a disc?
If you had the card for it.
See, Krillin doesn't learn the Destructo disc, I think, until Z.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he has to cut off the tail for Vegeta.
No, he already knew how to do it at that point.
Yeah.
And that was like right at the beginning.
He learned how to do it to fight Nappa.
Yeah.
Is that in C?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Vegeta's.
I thought the first season was Vegeta.
It is.
Vegeta and Nap and Raditz.
Oh yeah, he beats Nappa
Yeah.
first.
They don't.
Piccolo
beat
and
Nappa.
Goku.
He throws it. He makes the very first one
And
ever.
Vegeta
And
tells him
throws
to
it
jump.
at Nappa, and Nappa's just gonna let him hit it with it. And Vegeta's like, "Get out of the way!"
Yeah, and he goes, "You're an idiot."
And then he's like, "Nappa, it's a trick." Silly Vegeta. Tricks are for kids.
Yes, tricks are for
Never mind. Catch it with your teeth. Yay, like a doggy.
See, I remember the one
That's
that
what
he,
Dragon Ball Z
yeah,
first.
I remember the one he threw against Frieza, and it just like hit the back of his neck and did nothing.
Can I tell you something about Fairy Tail?
I love the part where Gohan turns into the Great Ape, and then Vegeta throws a Destructo Disc at him. But in the abridged version, he goes Destructo Disc, and Vegeta, and then Krill's just like, the fuck.
So can I tell you about Fairy Tail?
Sure.
All right, there's this new episode, right?
What can you tell him?
Not new episode.
Spoilers! I don't want to hear it.
No. Okay, so you find out that
Urza's mom is a lady.
okay, no.
She doesn't have a
Natsu's
penis.
brother is named Seraph.
Yes.
Seraph has a kid,
Yes. Okay, I didn't know that.
and his mother
Okay.
is the first master of Fairy Tail.
Huh? The dead little girl?
She's not dead. She's just stuck in crystal.
Fair enough.
All right, so
She's like Princess
his
Zelda.
power is light,
Mm.
pain, and pleasure. He's like a fucking monk,
Okay.
right? And his power for pleasure is to kill you with pleasure, right? And like everyone who's ever had sex and isn't a virgin is affected by it, right? So they like start orgasming on the ground and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
What
first
happens
master,
to the virgins? Nothing?
they don't know what's going on,
Because they've never orgasmed before?
I guess, or they're not of age because it doesn't happen to the little kids.
Well, that one makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Although... Can't...
Sting shows up, right?
Who?
Sting.
With his baseball bat.
Okay, Sting and
The Crow.
Yeah.
Sting and Rogue, the two people that Natsu and
Oh, the
Jalal-
white one? The white one?
White and the Black.
Okay,
Yeah, they show. They're good guys for Sabretooth now.
Sting shows up.
Sting's
With,
the master of
White
Sabretooth.
white guy is voiced by Michael Jones from Achievement Hunter.
Well, the guy starts trying to fuck with him, you know, and he just like starts eating it. He's like, I don't know what kind of light this is, but you know what? It's turning me on, and he starts eating it, you know, because it's light, and it's pretty cool. And so he affects him with hunger, you know. And if you're hungry, you can't fight. You're really weak, I guess. And he looks over at his cat, and his cat turns into a ham. And he goes over and starts gnawing on the cat. And everyone starts eating each other.
Okay. I mean, the way you're describing, I mean, like, I'm sure it's not as visceral as, like, what
Yeah.
I'm picturing in
it
my
sounds
head.
more like comedy biting. Like where
Right. Like, that's probably what's happening,
Yeah.
but in my brain, I'm just like, oh my god!
In your brain, it's like Attack on Titan eating.
Yeah. Like, ah!
But no,
Poor cat.
his fucking, like, his son is affected.
Exceed.
Yeah, Exceed. Yeah.
Not cats.
Anyway.
Exceeds.
His son, Zerf's son, starts affecting Urza's mother and Zerf at the same time. He's like, please stop. And it's pretty great. So we're getting turned on.
Cool.
Fairy
And then
Tail
you
got
find
weird
out-
real quickly.
It's the same episode you find out that Urza is the mother of dragon slayers.
What?
Yeah, she's over 400 years old.
Where's the scar?
His mother.
Oh. I was about to say.
Urza Scarlet was a little tiny baby in her mother's stomach for 400 years.
She was pregnant for a long time.
This is weird.
Yeah.
It kind of feels. I almost want to say it feels like lazy writing in a way, but at the
It's
same
not,
time, I'm just
like-
like,
It definitely is.
She used the magic. She
He's
got turned into a
He's
dragon.
definitely a. I'm gonna let you know a little secret.
he's definitely done with
He's
it.
a little bit of a lazy writer. That guy.
Well, he's trying to finish it.
He's already done.
He's like, I'm done. And I'll make up stuff. There's
like
a
the
tree.
last little fight.
There's a tree that gave birth to everybody. Let's just do that. And everybody's like, what?
There's a
Just
tree
look at
guy.
Turns out the tree is the world is a tree, and there's a snake gnawing at the ground, and there's a thing at the top, and there's some deers and eagles and shit.
A long time ago, the tree was actually a dragon, and everybody's like, okay, you're nuts.
It's like that's what happened.
And he starts telling the story from the beginning of the Super Mario Brothers movie. A long, long time ago, the Earth was ruled by dinosaurs.
So everyone's trying to stop
They were like,
Agnologia
"No."
from destroying Zareth. Right?
Oh, I gotta watch that.
You know who Agnologia is?
No.
He's the like big black dragon, most powerful dragon.
Oh, the one who made the time skip happen.
Sure.
Yeah, because he attacked them on the island,
Yeah, okay.
and then she put up that barrier, but then they didn't pop back out for like 12 years later or something.
Yeah, okay. So everyone's trying to stop Agnologia from killing Zareth. You know?
No, we can't say no.
From destroying the world.
I don't know why though.
But Zareth made a book called E&D.
That's some not lazy writing there.
No. E&D is like the last person demon who's going to destroy Zareth.
No, tell me, stop sense.
Ifurius Natsu Dragneel. His brother's a demon.
Knew that.
And then Gray has the Ice Slayer magic.
I know, like Natsu got sent back in time because it wasn't ready. And blah, blah, blah,
He didn't get
blah.
sent back in time. He got sent to the future.
Future.
What? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because Dragon's all dead.
Yeah.
You'll get there, buddy. You only have like 8 more seasons to go.
I don't care.
You're not gonna watch it?
I might eventually at some point.
Once they finish?
I mean, I have a whole fucking
8 seasons worth?
Fairy Tale 2014 that I could be watching through, and I just haven't started it yet.
Don't watch Zero, it's kind of stupid.
I will though. It's in there.
Jalal, before he dies, he's like, I love you, and then he doesn't die, and he's like, why the fuck did I say that?
Sounds pretty funny.
He was freaking the fuck out.
I still haven't gotten past the part where freaking what's his name, the old man's grandson.
Loxus?
Yeah,
like the
they're all
first
having
season?
They're like having the parade and
Second
everything, and
season.
everybody goes like
It's
that.
like the third or fourth, I think, right?
Yeah.
What? Okay, what's the first big arc?
Isn't that the Demon Island or whatever?
No.
And are they? I thought that was early in the season.
It is. It definitely is. It's really early.
Their like first mission was to go to the fucking, is to kill those Sasquatch looking dudes in the winter.
No, yeah, they go
Oh,
get
not
they
really.
go find that kid's dad.
Yeah.
But that's not really an arc. That's just like a little bit.
I don't
for the
remember
main
that.
arc. And then Urza
The train stopped.
doesn't Urza get arrested or
No.
something? The first big thing that happens is the wind guy trying to with the flute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he gets defeated really quick.
Yeah, he does. That's like the first big thing.
And they get vouchers to go to the ocean.
I
No,
think,
they go to fucking the dude with the book. They go to his mansion.
Yeah, then there's the book guy.
Yeah, that's like the final. And then the reward for that was to go to the beach to have a fun time. And they get captured onto the island.
And then at some point, Juvia shows up.
Wait, is that before or after they go stop those demon people from the moon drip?
The moon. Okay, the moon thing with Gray's old buddy.
Season 2?
That definitely happens before Loxus. I'm trying to remember though. Does Natsu fight Gagio before he fights Loxus? He does, right?
He does.
Yeah, because Gagio helps
Yeah,
him.
because Gajil's turned good now.
Yeah, he.
So like, I
'Cause
think
this-
Loxus is like somewhere in the middle
Yeah.
of the first.
Because
chunk.
they're holding like a fairy tale.
Yeah, I think it's in the.
tournament type
Yeah, I
thing.
think it's in like the middle of the. Like,
Oh, it's a
first
festival.
Chunk. Yeah.
Is it a festival?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then Urza makes all those swords to shoot all the balls of electricity, and she gets zapped by like a
All at the
thousand.
same time, yeah.
And she's like, "It was nothing."
Yeah,
She
but when
doesn't
someone
die.
makes her cry, you better fucking run.
Oh yeah, because Natsu ate the Tower of
The
Tower of Heaven.
crystal
Of the
thing.
Tower of Heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Tower of Heaven.
And
I always
he
thought it was-
goes fucking ham.
I always thought it was weird whenever I remember the episodes where it was doing like her backstory and
And
everything.
you eat that black chocolate bar.
Milk chocolate.
But, I remember like it was like her
Would you
backstory and
rather say
everything,
brown
talking about
chocolate?
them all escaping and everything. and like I guess one of her eyes got knocked out or something, and it's a fake eye.
Mm-hmm.
She's always had a fake eye, yeah.
And like she was never able to cry, and then eventually she cries out of it.
It's a big deal.
Oh, that's weird.
To some people, it's a big deal to me. Shit.
But now, man, like he's already past the Otherworld skip. You're already past the 7-year gap. You're at the tournament.
I'm in the
So
middle of
Fairy Tale can become number 1 again.
I'm in the middle of that tournament.
Because Fairy Tale went to shit. They were living back in a shack. They had to go get their fucking shit back.
Well, yeah, after Natsu, Gagio, and everybody important that matters left, they pretty much went to shit.
They disappeared.
I mean, everyone got powerful.
They time skipped.
Oh.
Like, the fat guy became skinny.
And the skinny guy became fat.
Yeah. Like, they didn't have Levy. Everything went to shit.
I remember.
She's like my favorite.
I remember the character
Right?
Mirror.
And
Mirror
Gagio
Jane.
claimed her.
Yeah, I do like her.
Yeah, I remember the character Mirror Jane.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like a demon or something like that.
Did you get to the part where her sister comes back?
Nope. Nope. That's farther in. Remember, Jalal's already back.
I remember the dude that's like the hooded guy is like his doppelganger or something like that.
That's from a different Earth.
Yeah, but he hasn't made it to the different Earth yet.
Yeah, that's where the sister comes in.
Right.
Like I think I started
Because
trying to go further.
that
and
was
I
the most fucked up thing. There are some moments in that show that'll get you
No.
a little bit
Nope.
if you care enough.
I've never been got by anything.
Bullshit.
You don't get got for our troops.
Okay, what's the last like anime or whatever that made you like get emotional?
Dragon Ball Z.
Shield Hero.
I still get emotional during some Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Wow. Shield Hero. I was getting so fucking pissed.
Okay, I'm not really angry. Angry is
Like,
kind of a,
like sad.
yes.
I
get angry at anime all the time. Like I was
Yeah.
angry at Sekiro.
What was the one that I was watching? Planet.
Okay.
That's a good one to be mad at.
But
Good
how
one
long
to be
ago was
sad
that?
at.
Couple months.
What about you?
Oh, one. I wouldn't say it made me sad. It did, but it made me more depressed than anything, and that was the Sankaria, the Undying Love.
It was years ago.
Oh,
You don't have anything more recent than that?
I can't really think of anything. Everything's just kind of been the same.
Yeah, but he's been watching video games. He's been playing video games.
Still watching anime.
Yep.
How much
My
anime
answer.
How much anime you watch a day, boy?
I don't have a way to watch anime.
I could give you some shit to watch anime.
Anyway, my answer is My Hero Season 2. My Hero Academia Season 2.
Oh,
Which
when
part?
All Might loses his power? Or?
No.
I don't
That
remember.
didn't happen in Season 2.
I don't remember when that happened.
It was during the tournament,
Oh! Yeah, okay. I know where we're at now.
but can you guess?
I'm gonna say, is it when he told Todoroki that it was his quirk and not his dad's?
No.
I'm not sure. Or was it
It was
when
the fight between the fire dude and Midoriya?
No.
was it the fight between Bakugo and Todoroki?
No.
What was it?
It was. I got really emotional during the phone call
Oh,
with
for,
Float Girl's parents
for-
after she lost.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
because dude,
That hit me hard.
because they're like, it's
you were just
okay.
trying. She's just trying her best
I know. That one got me.
because it's personal to you.
Isn't it?
I don't know. Are you trying your best
No.
for your parents?
No.
No. Subconsciously,
No.
See,
you could say
What's
no
funny is-
now. Subconsciously,
what's funny is like if you look
subconsciously.
up,
I purposely tried not to do things they asked me to.
Yeah,
like,
can
hey-
you go to Wendy's? Yeah, I'm going to Burger King.
I would never go to Burger King.
I know, but
But
I mean,
it's like, can you pick up milk while you're at the store? Yeah. And then come home. It's like, where's the milk? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I just didn't do it. That's me.
be like I would, but I'm already in the driveway.
but like when you talk
Put
about
the
like
weird out.
emotional things in anime,
Like sad.
yeah.
The other thing that, the last thing that hit me really hard was watching K-On!
Fuck you!
I will-
I'm
okay.
watching that now.
Okay,
Fuck
I
you,
will
don't
say
it.
I will say one thing, and it's actually from Dragon Ball Super. and it's when Master Roshi gets eliminated.
Made you sad?
It did, for the fact that I'm like, this isn't like, it's an older character and it's a character that I really like, and seeing how
And Super?
yeah.
Oh, when he dies?
No, he doesn't die. Well, he does die for like a second, but
Sorry, don't mean to spoil it.
No,
I think you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, well.
He's gonna
But,
catch up eventually. But
he it basically like
When are they
shows
starting that back
how
again?
how he actually stacks against.
yo, when they starting
They
Super
haven't
back?
said.
They haven't said yet. Yeah.
That's so stupid.
They're like it's like I've said too. They're wanting to add Broly, but fans are really mad about the whole issue that's going on right now with that.
It has nothing to do with Japan. They don't care.
No, Japan will go on no matter what.
Right.
I'm talking about like in America.
Yeah, but
I will
That
still watch it in Japanese.
That
I watched
doesn't-
all of it in Japanese.
I watched all of it in Japanese too.
That's my point. Is that we don't know when it's coming back.
They're talking like it might be
And-
winter of this year,
but
or
I'm-
do like they did when it first came out, which was like in.
But you're like,
Years.
what you said was they're talking about wanting to put Broly in it, but they don't know because of what's happening. I'm like, Japan doesn't care
I'm
about what's
talking
happening.
about for America. I mean, Japan's
They're not
gonna
going to
put,
take Broly out in America. It's going to be the same fucking show. They might have a different voice actor,
That's what I'm saying. I
but
don't
that's not relevant to when it's going to come back. That's not. That's what he asked. He said, "When's the show going to come back?" And they haven't told us yet. The whole legal situation with Vic Mignogna has nothing to do with it.
It will depend on who they pick the voice actor to be, because they'll run it for over here. As far as-
Relevant.
It's not relevant to when the show is going to come back.
yeah. But
Are you saying yeah, like you understand what he's saying,
mhm.
or yeah, that
I'm doing what you normally do to him, where you're like, yeah, even though it's had to be explained a few times.
You, oh my god. You really get this, Cooper? He just threw that in the trash with a lot of haste. Like,
He's actually done.
Hmm?
He's actually done.
wasn't really a fast break. It took you a while.
The big old freaking candy bar. It even said king size on it.
Why'd you buy king size?
Also, chocolate. I don't eat chocolate very often or very fast because it hurts.
Chocolate
My
fucks my throat up.
teeth. It hurts my teeth.
Eat dark chocolate.
No.
It's good for your teeth.
Dark chocolate's actually supposed to be good for you.
I don't like the way it tastes.
You heard the word good. It just tastes bad to him.
It's
It's nothing to do with it. I do like white chocolate though.
It's
That's
not
not
even
really.
chocolate.
That's, yeah, I was going to say that's not really chocolate.
It's just the cocoa fat.
but it's
Yep.
called white chocolate.
All the ladies love the white chocolate.
But I prefer my white chocolate in mocha form.
Pour my white chocolate with titties
Now-
and an ass.
Now you mean mocha as in
Coffee.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Like a white chocolate mocha.
making sure you didn't mean
Which actually tastes
Rosario
really good.
Vampire.
I mean, I like that mocha too.
I love a little mocha.
Which one?
Both.
I really wish I could read the
I
manga.
feel like the gray hair one would probably beat me up though.
She's like, I know you like it rough. I didn't say I did.
Ah! Damn!
Again!
She's like, how rough do you like this? Rips your throat up. Ah, it's not rough.
I think I'd go with Ice Girl
Mizore.
and or the Succubus.
You know, I haven't watched that in forever. Do they have season 2 out?
Season 2's been out forever.
Season 3?
There, no,
No, they're never
It-
gonna make any more of that.
no. There have been talks in the past, but I doubt it's ever going to happen. Where they were.
And I
gonna
wish they would.
Where they would redo the show for the manga, because the manga gets really freaking good. At one point in time, the main character gets superpowers.
Vampire powers. He,
Yeah,
he basically
He becomes what do they call it? A ghoul? He becomes a
a
ghoul.
thrall.
A thrall.
But he has those powers at the end of the TV show when he goes to confront Mocha's dad, because he boots him up a little bit. He's like, "You think that pathetic power could do something to me? You're nothing but a fucking half vampire or some shit."
Yeah.
That's where it ends, too.
And that's
But if
where-
you look at the very last cover of the very last volume of manga, it's fucking Mocha in a wedding dress. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, I just remember something about like
Oh,
her,
no, it's cute.
the real her, and the one that you normally see, the pink hair one, like they merge or something like that. And I was like, that's a pretty cool idea. I like that.
And her hair gets a little lighter pink.
It's like a gray and pink mix or something like that. I
Like
don't
a
remember.
light pink.
Yeah.
It's pink with
Like a-
white highlights.
Like a light, like a,
And I don't remember how her eyes look, so
One's pink, one's white.
that'd be weird.
Be
She
like,
has red eyes though.
Pink hair had green eyes, and then the silver one had
A green
the
and
red,
red
the red eye. The red eyes like her dad.
what about a red eye with a green iris?
She got one green, one red. I don't fucking.
She had
Long as
the-
black
she
and
had
white.
the-
I don't know if you're aware of this.
She had the blue peeps whitey dragon.
Yeah. There you go. The Blue Peeps Honky Dragon.
It's been a pretty good podcast.
Has it?
I'd guess.
I don't even know how long we've been going.
I don't know. What time did we start?
What's that one say?
We started at like 9, I think.
I would say an hour.
Didn't we start at like 8?
Yeah, maybe
Eight something.
8. Yeah, it was
It
8.
was like 8:30,
It's like 2 hours.
8:40.
Because we decided not to do another episode.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours or so.
Dang, Brad, I think you gave me your freaking hiccups.
Nah. Hiccups aren't contagious.
So we can end it.
No.
Okay. What else do you want to talk about?
Oh, I was gonna say something too.
I'm a mother lover, you're a mother lover.
Manga. I
we
was
just
gonna
do
say something about manga too.
What manga?
I don't know. Oh, I just bought some American manga, also known as graphic novel.
Also,
Graphic
the comic book.
novels.
No,
Yeah, graphic novels are different. A lot of people don't get that.
they're mostly bigger,
Got any
Well, I mean,
gifts?
and they're black. Like the one I bought's all in black.
Because
and
like
white.
I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think that when
Well, we
the
know
Dark
we don't
Knight,
think
the Dark
you're not
Knight
wrong.
Returns. I don't think it came out in like single issues. I think it actually just came out as a
Right,
thing.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
Anyway, Scott Pilgrim.
Mm.
What about the Scott Pilgrim?
Versus the world.
Yeah.
That's not actually what they're just called Scott Pilgrim. The
The
second book in the series is called Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah. The comics are actually really good.
Graphic novel.
Yeah. Whatever.
Graphic novels, dude.
It's called a graphic novel.
Yeah. They are good though.
I'm gonna read them
I like the movie.
at some point. Yeah, we talked about the movie.
And then he had to look it up.
He
on-
really likes it, and I remember thinking it was very.
I remember thinking it was trash.
I didn't like it, and then he's like, no, it's really good. People like it. I was like,
That's a really good musical.
I told my
and I was
sister.
like, well, let's just do what you always do and check Mal. I had like a fuck, or not Mal, but check Rotten Tomatoes. It had like a fucking 80 or something. I was like, god damn.
In 86.
Yeah.
It's like, I bet it's almost certified fresh.
It was really high. I was like, I'm surprised at how high.
But
this
yeah,
is.
but
because that movie it bombed when it came
Yeah,
out.
because I like it.
Because
must
no
have
one
a-
got
I
it
think
because they didn't read the book or play the game.
and nobody had ever heard of it. Yeah, because like
But
before
now
then, I
it's
had
a cult
never.
classic, basically.
Yeah, that's what's got it so popular now. Because it's like Mask of the Phantasm. When it first came out, it bombed.
But if
I
you
hate
think
that
about it, it's one
Love
of
it.
it's one of my favorites.
It looks awesome.
Hey,
Looks
It
like
does.
poop.
it's one of my favorite
It's one of the best looking
musicals.
90s movies.
No, it's not.
That movie's one of my favorite musicals.
What?
It's not even a musical.
Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah. It's not a musical.
Really, it's not a musical.
No.
They don't sing in it at all.
That's not what qualifies a movie as a musical. It's only a musical if they only sing.
I don't know about that.
What?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Across the Universe is a musical.
I think they have to sing like 90% of the movie.
I mean, Scott Pilgrim, they pretty much do.
No,
About
they don't.
50% of the time.
I said 90.
Well, 50% is still good.
Mm-mm. Scott
Does that
Pilgrim
know-
is not considered a musical. It's considered an action movie. Action comedy. Because like Disney movies all have a lot of music in them, but none of those are considered musicals. They're not.
They need to remake The Aristocats.
Still not.
They can't. There's too many racial overtones.
They remade
I've actually
Dumbo.
never seen Aristocats.
I don't remember racist being in that.
The Crows, man, the Crows.
I just saw birds.
Anyway,
Everybody's seen racist and everything.
I've seen the Aristocrats, but I don't fucking remember it.
What about Fox and the Hound?
That's like my dad's favorite movie, and I never liked
It's
it.
sad.
That's a very emotional movie.
Actually, I never cried during it.
I never cried either. I just didn't like it.
I just remember being like, oh,
Didn't
My
they make
brother
Fox
re-
and the Hound too?
My brother liked.
yeah, and it was like a prequel.
My brother really liked the Black Cauldron, and
The
think
Black Cauldron had potentially
I
a
think
fantastic
I think
movie.
it scared me when I was really little.
Yeah.
And then I just never watched it.
Is that Excalibur?
That's where he finds the like magic sword on the top of this king's body or something like that. The Horned King is like the villain, and he's freaking creepy.
It's a weird movie.
But
It's not even Disney.
Actually, it is Disney.
Is it?
It is Disney.
No.
This was during like the early '80s, I think it was, because it was like they put everything into this movie, and it turned out to just be a massive flop because everybody else was doing it better. Because this was around the time when Don Bluth really just jumped out there with some of his stuff.
Speaking of really good movies around that time, Roger Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
That came out. What year did that come out? 88, 89? That is a good movie though.
That is a fantastic movie.
Everybody.
I've seen it twice.
Everybody makes fun of Bob Hoskins, not for that, but for when he did Super Mario Brothers, he basically just did that character in that movie.
The only
I'm
thing
like,
I remember about Who
yeah.
Framed Roger Rabbit is fucking Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Most people remember the crossover between Warner Brothers and Disney for that movie.
It's pretty great.
Because I think
I think most people also remember freaking how creepy Christopher Lloyd is in
my
it.
brother's girlfriend was talking about Space Jam.
Welcome to the Space
And
Jam.
I think I've
Never
seen
had
Space
Space
Jam once, and I don't think I've ever finished it.
Really?
And I was like, the only like, live action cartoon movie I ever watched was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Well, this one was really good. Space Jam is great.
Space Jam is basically a giant Nike commercial, but it is good for what it is.
I've never. I don't think I've
I mean,
ever
it's,
actually
I
seen
mean, think about it. It's got Bill Murray in it.
Yeah.
You know what's a great fucking Nike's commercial? I don't even know if it's good. I remember liking Like Mike when I was a kid.
Is that the Bow Wow one?
Yeah.
Yeah, where he gets zapped when he's trying to get Michael Jordan shoes, and then whenever he's wearing them, he can play basketball as good as Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and then I think they ended up getting ruined or something later on. And
Yeah.
it's like you could do it the whole time by yourself. I was like, that's not how that works.
But yeah, I remember liking that movie when I was
Speaking of really good
when I was
sports
a kid,
movies,
but I
Air
don't think
Bud.
I still like it. What?
I did not
None of
care
those are
for
good.
it.
What are you talking about?
I was being
I'm
sarcastic.
talking
Now-
actual good sports movie starring Keanu Reeves. The Replacements.
Okay.
Football movie. It's good.
I think one of my favorite sports
Yeah, it
movies
starts out with him
was
diving in the ocean.
The Longest Yard.
Yeah, I think so.
The Longest Yard's a good sports movie.
It's not really a sports movie. It's more of a comedy with
Yeah.
sports in it.
The old one.
Huh?
The old Longest Yard.
I've never seen
It's
it.
still a comedy with sports.
It's still got Burt
It's
Reynolds.
not. It's not like a sports movie.
Burt
it's a
Reynolds
comedy
is
movie with
Adam
sports.
Sandler.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why, yeah.
But I remember growing up liking Angels in the
wait,
Outfield.
is Replacements or is it football or is it baseball?
It's football.
It is football, isn't it?
And it's yeah, it's
And it's got Keanu Reeves in it. Basically, like this whole football team went on strike, and they hired all these other people, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl or something with these replacements. With the replacements, that's why it's called the Replacements.
Like, I
There's
remember
another movie. It's a hockey movie that was really good.
Mighty Ducks.
No, like it was called like Glory or something. It's based on a true story about beating Russia in the Olympics.
Oh, it was the 84 Olympics, I think. It was.
Yeah,
82
I think it's
84.
called like Glory or something.
Yeah, probably.
I remember liking that.
Because they made fun of that in American Dad too, where Roger's like the star player of the team and everything. And he said, "Oh yeah, the whole time we were all on steroids." And it shows him in a video. He's like injecting himself, and somebody does like the towel slap or something like that. He goes, "I'll kill your mother!" Just like starts beating everybody.
you're
up.
the American Dad Family Guy reference guy.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, but you're the
He
one.
doesn't remember a conversation. Though.
You're the one who remembers them all
Yeah.
to just be like,
You know, if you
Because I'm
if
usually
you
watching Try Not to Laugh.
yeah, but look, if you can forget some of those, you might remember a conversation.
No, not important enough.
Oh, but a reference is?
Yeah. They have something to throw out there.
I mean, he references what American Dad and Family Guy and stuff, and I reference all these like
You get
weird,
abridged. And
yeah, like all these
So-
weird YouTube series that you guys have never heard of.
And I'm just here.
You reference a bunch of music acts that we've never heard of.
It's alright.
Well,
Each one of us have our own specialty
Yeah.
Yeah.
of things that we can randomly blurt out and have nobody else know what the fuck we're talking about.
True.
But I'm the best at it.
Sure.
I definitely am.
I'd say it's probably a tie between both of them.
Maybe.
Because pretty much everybody knows what I'm talking
Right.
about.
Even if I don't know what you're talking about, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Would you pay $12 for a hot dog?
No.
Not a hot dog, but it's a plate of barbecued nachos.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds disgusting.
It was actually really
I hate
Why did you
nachos.
say hot dog first? That's what's confusing me.
Because I was thinking about there was this thing, right?
I also
Right next to
hate
the hot dog
nachos.
stand. It was
Really?
called a Rapa.
Ew.
I don't want to go to no rape with a hot dog.
No. At Bonnaroo, it was right next to the hot dog stand. It was a sweet
Ew.
with mozzarella cheese,
Sounds
and it had like actual corn in the cornbread.
gross.
Mm.
It was really,
No,
really
I
good.
like actual corn in the cornbread, but grilled cheese? Yuck.
No, hey, it was really good.
Yeah, I can't eat grilled cheese anymore.
I can't eat it ever.
Why?
Never
Because
could.
it got to a point where grilled cheese is something fast. I'm like, I don't want that anymore.
I just
Wait,
don't.
you would have grilled cheese with everything?
No, not with everything. Just like if it was something quick to do. Like if it was late at night.
I just don't like cheese. You know what my family's.
Boil some water, make some fucking mac and cheese.
I was just about to say.
Who the fuck eats at 10 o'clock at night?
You'd be surprised. I have family members that'll order like Pizza Hut and stuff at 10 o'clock at night.
Anyway,
Your family members are weird.
Everybody's family members are weird.
it's fair. It's a fair point. Yeah, but my family's go to like quick meals were like macaroni and cheese with hot dogs, and then you just cut up the hot dogs and put them in your mac.
He brings that to work.
I have. That's still a thing that I'm.
It's not
like,
bad. I mean, I
that's
haven't
one of
had it
those
since
things-
I
He
was like
literally
4.
brought meatballs and SpaghettiOs, right? Ate the meatballs and then ate the SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, I do that.
I do that with a shrimp fried rice.
Anytime there's like something like if it's macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it or
He'll
spaghetti.
pick
with
out everything
meatballs,
and then he'll eat it.
I eat all the meatballs and shit first. I always do. I've always done it that way.
Did you hear what I said about the hot dogs and macaroni and cheese? I said that is pretty good. I said, but I haven't had it since I was like 4.
That's still
What
like,
about beanie weenies?
yeah, they're fine. But like yeah, like that's still a go-to just of me. Just like I don't know what to have. Macaroni it is.
Right?
Which is why I eat noodles all the time. Noodles are like the number one part of my diet. When I was in college, I lived off of Pop-Tarts and ramen noodles. And now I don't eat Pop-Tarts.
And now people use ramen noodles to fix desks.
I've seen it. It's fucking weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you never seen that? Yeah, they take like friggin' I think is it yakisoba or is it just regular noodles?
Ow.
And they grind it up in a hole that's in this desk that's been like burnt through, and then they'll pour the stuff in and everything, and wait for it to set in, sand it down, and then just repairs the desk.
It's weird.
I thought it was fake.
It's
when
like
I
that's
first
what you're
saw it.
putting in your stomach.
Yeah, a lot of people said that too. I thought it
You're
was
building a
like I
desk.
legitimately thought, hey, and then I was like, oh, it's real. That's not good.
I don't care.
You know, if I had a
You don't make ramen in the microwave.
the water,
I mean, you can boil the water.
see?
You know those fucking... Like, everybody buys the styrofoam cup ramen and then just fills it with water and throws it in the microwave. You're not supposed to microwave those styrofoam cups.
Fuck
It
no,
says it right
it's
on the
poisonous.
fucking cup.
Yeah.
But everybody does it. But then you
Everybody's
can get the paper cup ones where they legitimately just tell you how to cook them in the microwave. Like Tanya brought me some that were from Japan, and they straight up have microwave instructions on them.
Was she like, yo, I'm gonna buy these for you? Or
No, she bought them for herself, but she brought them over, and she's like, "Here, you can try this one." And it was like this curry flavored one, and I was just had potatoes and shit in it. And I was like, it's alright.
it doesn't have rice.
I'm not a big noodle. Like when I go for ramen noodles in a cup, I'm not a big fan of the noodle cup brand.
The cup o noodle.
Yeah, that's not my go-to brand.
I don't know if there's some corn in my noodles. I'm fine.
Nowadays, I barely even eat ramen anymore. I eat all this Korean stuff, the noodles.
Isn't it basically the same thing?
Yeah, if you're fucking racist,
What's the difference in the noodle?
where they're made.
It's from Korea.
Yeah, it's Korean. It's Korean spice and stuff. Korean noodles.
Bring some over.
Have Jeremy explain it to
Let
you.
us try
I
it.
ate some here.
Let us try
I
it.
ate it on camera.
Let us
I
try
had
it.
that fucking Lala figurine sitting on top.
It
of
wasn't
I was
Lala. It was Momo.
Hey, next
Yeah, it was
time,
Momo.
next time we're gonna do a fucking live showing of us eating ramen.
I got photos.
Really, are they good?
They smell bad.
Oh,
Really?
It's fucking stink.
Well, my nose is stopped up, so it'd probably be.
Kind of reminds me of that chick from Food Wars, the one that's like the real creepy chick that's spying on.
Red hair?
No, she's got like black hair.
Alice.
She almost looks like a witch.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like she
yeah,
cooks like the
yeah.
really stinky
She looks like
stuff.
she always like yeah, she's like a giant cauldron that she's always cooking in.
Yeah.
She was like a comedy character.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's an
very-
episode where her and
But Soma
Soma-
actually used some of her experience.
Yeah.
I barely remember her. With
Yeah,
this.
they teamed up at one point and they both did like the little witch cackle thing because he's making
Yeah.
like the gross stuff that he always makes.
Yeah, I remember that.
She's like, it's about toothpaste and squid, and he's like, well,
Yeah, I'd like to be a part of those anime reactions. You know, where the ones where they try the food from different anime.
oh, that'd be awesome.
But if you eat it, you have to do like a bad challenge. And when was the Soma, you have to eat the octopus and peanut butter
Oh yeah,
It was
I would.
squid.
squid. Yeah.
I would do this. I know they'd get mad at me, but I would do it anyway. Where it's like, we're just gonna let you see this, you know, put it right in front of you. I'd be like, all right, just hurry up and eat it. Like it's so good.
Like Soma in that show, he likes to chew on like dried squid and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just basically squid jerky. I want to try it.
I kind of do too.
I want to try salmon jerky.
I've never actually had squid before.
Neither have I. I don't think I'd want to eat a squid, but like just like a tentacle jerky.
Yeah.
I think I
I've
could.
seen
I've always
people
wanted to try
I've
the,
seen people eat like live squid.
No.
No, not live squid. Like it's dead, but it's still
No.
like moving.
No.
And like they eat it right, and it's still trying to get out of their mouth.
Yeah,
as they're
I've
swallowing
seen
it.
1,000 Ways to Die where some dude choked on one because it grabbed on to the inside.
Man,
of
that
his
was a
mouth.
fucking awesome show. 1,000 Ways to Die.
It still comes on too.
Does it really?
It's on Spike.
New episodes.
Didn't
Or?
Spike-
I don't think it's new.
Wait, do we even have a Spike TV?
Yeah,
anymore?
didn't Spike go off the air?
I don't think so. It may have. I don't
Pretty sure
remember.
Spike doesn't exist anymore.
It may be something else.
But 1,000 Ways to Die was a legit show. Like the woman that masturbated with a carrot and it like sliced the opening of her vag,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
an
I
air
remember-
bubble got in and killed her.
Yeah.
I remember the dude that had sex with the statue and it fell and crushed him.
Yeah, or the people fucking on an electric outlet and they were both pierced and like it shocked.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Or
Okay, so I just Googled Spike TV and it came up with Paramount Network.
So they got.
So they Spike TV as Spike TV doesn't exist.
So it's Paramount or something.
Paramount
you
now.
could have just looked at 1,000 Ways to Die
Why?
when it started and finished.
Oh.
I mean,
I was
I was
just-
going by it could be still in
I was just-
syndication, just
I
not
was
new
going
episodes.
that Spike didn't exist anymore. I wasn't worried about 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
But that was a
Just-
really good show.
Because like a lot of shows was getting shown like a million times.
You know, it was really informative on how people were stupid. Like the guy who would always test out, like he would run and jump out the wall
Well, it was,
at the window of the skyscraper, and his watch caught the glass and broke the glass,
It ended in 2012.
and he fell to his death.
There was only 74 episodes.
I pretty much watched them all. Then.
I feel like
I
did
watched.
too.
I remember the episode where the chick was like jogging and like drank water like almost every
And
time.
Eric Gardner, her landlord, was spraying poison on it. And it
No.
killed- oh.
No, it was like it was telling people like, oh, when you do this and drink water while you're running, something about the sun will boil the water in your. I was like, what? None of that makes any sense.
I don't know about that. I remember when I saw the one that had the number one way to die, because it was about this Japanese man and woman who had been married, but they were too shy to have sex, and they just kept putting it off, and finally they were just like, you know, we're gonna do it, and they finally started. They were fucking, they're going. They both had simultaneous heart attacks.
Yeah.
So that was considered the number one way out of the 1,000 ways. Remember a show called Mansers?
Yes. Wasn't that by Joe Rogan?
I don't think so, but that was another one on Spike.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. I
I
forgot.
think he did Mansers.
I think he was also. Wasn't Joe Rogan also on freaking Fear Factor?
Yeah, he was the host of Fear Factor.
Was he? I actually never knew who he was until I saw his podcast recently, and he was talking about.
UFC.
I don't watch UFC.
He's like one of the dudes of UFC.
I mean, I know that now. I'm just saying, like, I've never.
Oh, and you
watched
don't want to
UFC.
start a fight with him, man. He's a master
know.
of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I knew who he was from Mansers, or not Mansers, from Fear Factor, because me and my parents and all that used to watch Fear Factor all the time. I didn't know I knew he was the MMA guy, and I knew he had a podcast. I didn't know he was a comedian.
Yeah, he's really
that
funny.
I didn't know.
He's really freaking funny.
And I was talking to my mom about that. I was like, I didn't know Joe Rogan was a comedian. She's like, yeah, he used to be on the Ellen Show before she came out and they got canceled.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Because Ellen used to have a sitcom.
Yeah, in the
And she
90s.
came out and they canceled it. because you weren't allowed to be gay back.
Actually,
Because
it
she
lasted a
started
lot.
a-
It actually did. Well, I mean, it didn't last long. It lasted like I think a few more episodes before it actually ended. And Ellen actually wanted it to end because she was ready to do something else.
Yeah, the Ellen Show.
No, Ellen showed it wouldn't come out for a while after her show ended.
Let's see. Mansers.
Oh shit, that hurt.
Series. Fucking Super Delicious.
I remember the Man
Producers
Show on
were
Comedy Central.
Adam, Karen, Jonathan, Michael, blah, blah, blah. Cast.
I told my cousin one time, I said, do you think a show like The Man Show could ever exist in today's world? And he goes, no. I was like, why not? He goes, people be trying to get it canceled. I was like, they ain't gonna watch
Nope.
it.
Joe Rogan has nothing to do with Mansers, according to Wikipedia.
You could have only guessed at one point in time, but
I saw one episode of Mansers where it was a pregnant woman's pee, the pheromones in there. They used it as perfume to attract other women. Because like other women would smell it and they would get horny.
I know one of the people who wrote on Mansers was the guy's name is like Dick something.
His name's Robert.
Richard,
Yeah, there you go. What's Robert?
Bob.
Yeah.
He has a podcast.
Is it William also Bob? No, Bill.
Yeah, William, Bill. Isn't what? Brad?
So I think he has a podcast called The Dick Show.
Welcome to the Dick Show.
Something
It's your
like
chance. Do your dance at the Dick Show.
Would anybody want to watch
Alright.
that though?
Wave your hands in the air. Let your dick
Yeah.
wave.
The Dick Show. The world needs more dick. I'm trying to figure out what this dude's name is.
Seabass?
Did you say Seabass?
No, Sebast. That's right.
Seabass?
Sebastian.
Sebastian Dick.
What's that guy's name that plays the Winter Soldier? Sebastian something. I don't remember.
Who's Clarence's parents?
Who?
Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. Eminem, Amo.
Oh. I was like, who's Clarence? I know about that show that was on Cartoon Network that was too weird for me to even get into.
Dick Masterson. That's his name.
Okay.
Put your motherfucking...
I wonder if he's related to Danny.
And everybody in the USC, put your motherfucking... Have you ever seen 8 Mile?
Yes.
You've never seen 8 Mile?
Nope.
You need to watch
I
it.
never had an interest in wanting to watch it, really.
You should watch it. It's like one of the career starters for the Falcon
I don't know who that is.
from Avengers.
Oh.
Falcon.
What's his name? His real name is, I just saw it the other day.
Plus, he's in a episode of The Mirror and the Black Mirror.
Mm.
That is creepy as fuck. Like, he's playing video games, right? And he's got this augmented reality thing. It's like a video game.
Mm.
You can put on your head, and then you're like in the game, and you can experience, the fighting and shit. And he meets this dude who's a chick on the game, and it's like one of his best friends, and they like end up fucking in the game. Shit you not, it's creepy as fuck. It's weird, okay?
Oh, his best friend who's a guy?
Yeah, in
That
real
is-
life.
That is really creepy.
No, it's not that.
And they start having sex in the game,
Okay.
and then he like calls him, like he's doing it every night instead of fucking his wife when they're trying to get pregnant.
Uh-huh.
And then he wants to quit it, and then toward the end he's like, they meet up, and the dude was like, yo, if we're gonna quit doing this, okay, kiss me. If there's something there, there's something there, but if not, man, we need to stop. And it just got worse and worse.
Anthony Mackie is his name.
He was throwing the max on a dude in that show.
Okay.
Anyway, that episode was pretty good. Anthony Mackie, he played in 8 Mile as Clarence.
I watched 8 Mile, and I know there's a softcore porn scene in the middle of that movie.
In a factory.
Yup.
Yeah, and it makes you want to have sex at a factory.
No, it doesn't.
People do it anyway.
Probably not.
You'd be surprised. My dad's cleaning out machines back then. He found like
Yeah,
underwear
probably
and stuff.
not recently.
Well, probably not recently. But
Definitely
you
not
never
now.
know.
That's what he's talking about. We're talking about now.
How would you get away with it?
You'd
Third
hide it.
shift?
You'd hide it in the machines. That's how they did it.
Like in the cages?
Yep.
Now, I'm pretty sure they found underwear because someone, like, shit themselves or something.
No, this was clean underwear. Like somebody just forgot to put them back on.
Definitely wasn't clean.
Well, of course not. If it's underneath the machine. But I'm talking about there was no stains or anything of, you know.
Because your dad actually went through and looked at them. That'd be creepy.
Not really, because you're
Hey,
wanting
you
to be
walk by a
sure there's.
line, you see someone holding
Here's
up
the thing:
underwear.
if you're gonna have underwear that's gonna have crap on it, you're gonna look it over just to make sure it doesn't have it on there, because that's a hazard.
If I'm cleaning up a machine and I see a pair of underwear, I'm not gonna look to see if it has crap in it. I'm just gonna throw it away.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm like, I don't even want to touch it.
Like, supposedly there's people who've pissed in bottles and just set it in
Well,
line.
there's people that have peed in freaking poly boxes.
I don't believe it.
There's been people that have used the bathroom completely in poly
All right,
boxes
let's
and
not,
hit
let's
them
not,
off
let's not,
in,
like,
hit 'em off
bring
in
out
freaking
everything that Roser's done.
the stamping area.
That's funny.
Dry ice bombs at your Roser.
My dad said one time there was a dude who was pretty sure was on something. Come through there and took some of the dry ice and like started eating it. I was like,
That'll kill you.
yeah,
Oh, whoa.
yeah, it will.
For sure.
How would it? What?
Because dry ice can burn
You even touch
badly.
it and it burns you if you ate that.
I mean, the burns would kill you, but not dry ice in general.
The dry ice.
The dry ice
cause
is
the
what,
burn.
yeah.
I meant, like, what it gives off and shit.
He ate it.
Well, he's still alive.
You
You don't know that. We don't even know that. My dad hadn't
He
seen
would have
it.
died at the plant.
Mm,
If it freezes as fast as you say it does.
I didn't say it froze.
It's already. It's just so cold that it burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have already died.
So if he ate it, it would have burnt.
It could have done
all
internal
the way
damage.
down.
It just probably didn't take good effect.
What do you mean? It would burn all the way down.
I'm talking about when it actually gets into your like intestines and stuff.
First of all, when it hits the acid, all the liquid that's in your stomach, it would he'd basically open his mouth and be like a fire-breathing dragon, but without fire. It'd just be fumes.
You think it would freeze? Does acid freeze?
No.
Yeah,
Can it?
for sure it does.
There's a place in
I guess it depends on what the acid. Can stomach acid freeze is the question. And like, how cold would it have to be to freeze it if it does freeze? What is stomach acid made out of?
acid.
That doesn't say like there's acid in fucking soda. That doesn't mean anything.
There's way too much stuff on here that I don't understand this stuff. Crap.
Like there's the fucking.
Well, at least it's on the ground.
If you
right there.
remember
Something
fucking
right
science,
there.
you remember science class or whatever. There was like a pH balance, and if it was like below a certain thing, it was considered acidic, and like citrus fruit and shit were on.
I will look it up. Just grab his
the
phone.
list, and I don't see it.
It's on the ground.
I don't see it.
I think it's underneath the couch.
And then if you go up, it's what? If it's not acid, it's a what? A base? Is that right?
I don't know.
Hydrochloric acid.
That's what your stomach acid is?
Gastric acid, gastric
I thought
acid.
hydrochloric acid was like what you used to like melt things like that. Like,
I mean, your stomach melts stuff down.
I'm talking
Alright,
about, like,
a
metals and
digestive
stuff.
fluid
Our
formed in the
can
stomach
digest
and is
that.
composed of hydrochloric acid, potassium chloride, and sodium chloride.
Salt?
Yeah. The acid plays a key role in
You got
digestion
that
of
from
proteins by activating digestive enzymes.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yes.
Sodium chloride, dude. If you don't even know what salt is,
No, I saw another thing where he's like, is salt. He's like, yeah, that's what I said, sodium chloride. And then it cuts, and somebody else talking. He's like, alright, well, if you're gonna go all scientific, blah, 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 and just be a fucking asshole, be like, oh, look at me, I'm such a fucking smarty guy.
I remember seeing a cut that somebody had did to that, and it's like him, the boss guy, kind of look at him like, and it's like just complete silence. All of a sudden, you hear Jimmy talking. It's like echoed. He goes, "That's what I said, sodium chloride." And then just like another echo of him doing that. And he goes, "You don't know what salt is," and it just goes into that. I was like, that would have been funny if it was looped, because the whole time it'd have been like, "Wow, this guy just doesn't get it."
So what is the opposite of an acid? Is it a base? I feel like that's...
It's
I feel like,
base.
oh. Cool, I got it right.
First or second?
Who's on third, asshole?
Stomach acid can freeze at sub-zero.
I think dry ice is below sub-zero. I think that's why it burns when you touch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you would think he would have died. There was this guy on my line right now who was telling me that when he was in paint shop, there was a guy who would come in, take some of the chemicals that they use in paint, and just put on a rag and he got fired.
Oh, I'd say.
I think you guys gave him a ride. Anthony.
He said he was a relief in the paint shop, and he got fired, and then he got
That's
the
not
relief
him,
job
then.
because he was doing that.
Yeah.
I think he said it was on weekends.
Yeah. No.
Wait.
It's not him.
He would always go and huff the paint.
Yeah, but he was always also
He
going
wasn't
around.
huffing paint; he was huffing some kind of chemical that they used back there.
Yeah, but you know where we put our paint cans?
No, they were back there.
Oh, well, he was checking every single one of them, make sure there's a little left, and he would spray it. And
Yeah, he's actually in jail.
Cool.
I think they actually came to the plant and got him too.
Cool. That looked good on a resume. Was fired because I was arrested on the job.
Yeah, it's funny how many
what
times.
references do you put down when you get a job?
That's not a conversation to have now.
I don't know. I'm just having a conversation.
The thing is, I can't put Yorozu down,
Okay.
and the reason
About it
being is
anyway.
because anytime I've ever brought it up, I always get the look of people like oh, like that place, and I'm like, I can't bring that up to anybody.
I've never had that come up. Like, I've mentioned that I've worked there to people, and they're like, oh, I heard that place sucks. That's about the extent.
And you're like, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But I think most of the time I get that is
Last time
because
somebody asked
the
me that
people
was
that get
horrible.
fired from out there and go look for a job will probably work there for like a day and then, get fired for some reason. And they're like, oh, this guy's going to be like that guy. I'm like, why does everybody treat
What you
everybody?
do is you say, yeah, I worked there for da-da-da years.
Last time I told somebody where I worked, I was getting a haircut from a barber, so it's been a while.
Right? See, barbershops, man, they talk a lot. They're like, they want to know your entire life. And it's like, yo, I'm just here to sit here, be quiet, get my hair cut, because it feels good when you're running your fingers through my hair. But I'm not going to tell you that because you're a dude.
I've never had my haircut do what I did before.
Barbershop. If you went and it's a girl, and most of them there are girls, it's a salon.
It's not how that works at all.
He's not wrong, though. Because I told my aunt, I said, yeah, I came to your barbershop. She goes, it's a salon. If
The difference between a salon and a barbershop is the things that they will do. And, like...
No, they pretty much do everything.
But there's
No,
the
there's
same
no difference
fuck- there's the same fucking thing. There's
Great
nothing
Clips.
to do with... Great Clips is a barbershop.
It's a salon.
Same fucking thing.
It is, but it's a salon. Barbershop is like Cutshaw's barbershop. It's a dude. It's like a You walk
barbershop
in-
is like,
you walk in
Cedric the Entertainer. You never seen those movies?
barbershop.
Oh.
Anyway, no. You walk in and there's like a game on. There's fucking pool tables. You got dudes lining up.
I don't fucking know. This thing is... You just get your hair cut. That's all it is, man. I don't give a fuck.
Anyway, you're in a salon.
I was just saying, that's the last time I had talked to somebody about where I work, and it's been a while because I don't have any hair.
Damn it. You're like, I gotta get all those jokes out before Nick.
No, I'm being serious. I haven't been to a barbershop in years.
Did you have hair when you started there?
Yeah. I had long hair.
Actually, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Like whenever I first met Brad, like he didn't have like super long hair, but he had about.
Yeah, but when I first started
Yeah.
working there, I had long hair. And it was bleached, just like it is in this photo.
Is your black hair?
My
You
hair's
have brown hair?
Yeah.
Brown?
But I would always dye it black and bleach the front.
Why? That was your style?
I was just weird guy. Did weird things.
So did you know you were going bald
Funny thing.
when you started?
Here on my jersey, it says my eyes are black.
Was it really?
Yeah. I remember when I got my driver's license, they handed it to me and they're like, alright, look it over and make sure there's nothing wrong with it. And this is when I had my hair dyed. And I went, yeah, this says my eyes are black. And the guy went, well, it also says your hair is brown. And I was like, well, it is. And he just looked at me like I was stupid. And he's like, you can get it fixed next time you come in. That was like fucking years ago, because this thing doesn't.
7 years ago.
This thing doesn't expire until 2020. And yeah.
You gonna get it fixed?
Oh yeah, probably.
It says your hair is brown,
See, I'll
sir.
have-
You don't have none.
See, I'll have to get a picture taken because I was even told by my folks, they're like, you can only reuse a picture so many times. I'm like, yeah,
But what do you mean?
for your driver's license.
You can just reuse your picture?
If you
You
don't
can
look
reuse-
too different.
Yeah.
Mine looks like
If you don't really age that badly, you
Because
can
look,
kind of use
I didn't
it
have this,
differently.
right?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves can use the same one that he's had since he was born.
But look, I put my hair
Yeah.
down, right? Like I took my hat off.
When he was
wearing
at it,
a hat,
Right.
and my hair just went. So yeah, it looks.
Yeah.
What year is that from?
March 7th.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the picture that I have is
Yeah,
from.
mine
50.
expires on my birthday in 20. I saw it.
Yeah.
Mine expires on my birthday in
Dude,
2020.
you look like you were crying at something.
And he probably was.
He's like,
No.
Nick seems like the type to cry on a regular basis
Fuck
about
no.
nothing.
Yeah, if I cry, my hair goes down in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then My Chemical Romance randomly plays, and then cutting and stuff like that.
I'm stealing my jokes.
First off, we all kind of came up with that.
No, we didn't. It was entirely me.
Yeah.
Me going so edgy and cool, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. The only thing I came up with was Chris Pratt flexing saying dinosaurs.
Yep, and that joke isn't even funny.
Nope.
Did you yank hair out of your head?
No, I was just trying to put it forward.
That's how you know you're losing your hair. When you're just like, and it's coming out. So, that's when I first realized it was happening. I was like washing my hair and I go,
The last
A
time
lot
I-
of it came out.
The last time I saw somebody
Few
do
strands at a
this
time.
and a lot of hair came out, apparently they were dying from cancer.
not a lot, it's just a few. Like, you'll just get, but I have really long hair.
You know what's funny? Like if I was to die from cancer,
I could have your sweatshirt.
yeah. Actually, if I actually was dying from cancer, because I won't go to the doctor, so I wouldn't get treated. I don't have. I just wouldn't.
Do some natural stuff. Yeah.
Smoke that weed.
No, I wouldn't do that either.
It's not a cure.
I would just live with it.
Pain.
Ease the pain.
Yeah, but look, I would just live with it. Like, fuck it.
I mean, depending on the type of cancer, you wouldn't live with it. It would debilitate you.
Yeah, because there's people that have cancer for like a day and then all of a sudden it just blows up basically.
That's my point. Like, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't get treated. I would just
Okay.
every day by day.
Okay.
What about you?
That chemo.
Huh?
What would you do?
If I had cancer? I don't know.
Would you fight it?
Sure.
Would you tell your parents you love
No.
them?
I only do that when I'm drunk.
I'm pretty sure that on your
When was the last time you were
deathbed-
drunk?
It's been a couple years.
So,
I said, I bet on your deathbed you would tell your parents you love them.
Well, last
He'd
time
be
I
like,
got,
Don't let my brother in my room.
Last time I got
Erase all my history of my
Clear my
phone.
internet browser.
Last time I got fuck, go for it. Look at it. I don't give a shit.
Admire my work.
No. What you do is like put in your read my web history as my eulogy.
Last website visited,
Porn.
Hentai Foundry.
No, the history,
Everybody's looking around
but
like,
it's
what?
all porn.
It's mostly YouTube, if anything.
Recently added before his death, Hentai Haven has returned.
It's been back for a while.
No, that makes you have a heart attack.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest.
What about you?
If I knew that nobody else would have to deal with anything after I was gone, I would literally go on like a massive crime spree, probably.
No, you're talking about fight cancer.
Oh,
Would you even bother fighting?
we weren't even talking about that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Did you say you're fighting it? I never heard
He
you
just
say
said
anything
he-
about fighting it.
I just wasn't sure. I didn't really answer it.
Oh, for cancer?
you
Fighting
thought about
cancer?
it?
Like,
Fine. You find out you're gonna die.
How long?
Give it 3 months.
Well, I know.
GTA, baby.
Well, I'm like, sometimes they're like, you have 3 months to live, and then you live like another 2 years.
Oh, shoot. They told my grandma a long time ago that she was going to live like that, and she's still alive. My dad's dad, my dad's mom.
I'm just saying.
Freaking, like,
So,
they told her at 36 that she was
if
going
it
to
was a
die like in a month,
guarantee-
and she's still alive, and she's in her
If
80s.
it was like a 100% guarantee you will die of this on this day, and if you don't die from the cancer, we will just come and shoot you.
What would you do?
We don't want to be wrong.
Like, if it was a 100% guarantee, I would just start fucking anybody who wanted to, all the time.
Make as many babies as you can.
No, not babies. Fuck that. I don't want babies.
You're gonna guilt trip all these women. Yeah, I'm gonna die in 3 months. You wanna fuck?
Get your anybody.
They'll all get pregnant.
Fuck everybody.
They all get pregnant and what?
Brad's like, I want more.
I'm dead. I don't give a fuck.
Brad's like, I want more. You're pregnant. I've never had that experience.
It wouldn't happen that fast. I'm assuming I'm dying relatively quickly.
3 weeks. That's all it takes for them to find out.
Yeah, but that
Nobody said you'd be dying tomorrow.
right. But I'm saying like they'd have to get a couple months in before it even like.
The ironic part.
Chose.
Ironic
Yeah.
part. He's so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Okay, I would just try and fuck as many people as I could.
Max out all your credit cards.
No, just fucking.
Because most time debt will go over to your next of kin.
Yeah,
Nobody wants that.
just fuck. That's it.
Leave everything in your will to like someone you hate.
Nah, I'd probably leave everything to Tanya.
Brad's like, but I want to be married with this. It's like his favorite manga. I want to be married with this.
You don't wanna be buried.
She buries you with a with your waifu pillow,
I
body
don't want
pillow.
to be buried.
Cremated.
I actually told him.
You can do what Jack Nicholson said: be hung naked upside down, but let the birds eat you.
I said something. Okay. When I said this, it kind of upset my mom, but I like to kind of like push the boundaries of like what I'm allowed to say when they're around, and like I like to give them shit and act like they didn't do anything for me in my entire life. So I was just like, when I die, I don't care. You can fucking cremate me or whatever. I don't give a shit. I was like, yeah, you can. I don't give. Put me in there, burn me, and then just fucking don't even clean me up. Just burn me again with the next guy. And sweep me into his urn, and then at least that way I'll go to a family that might care about me.
See, my dad always makes the comment of,
I
if
can
something
pretend
happened to
I'm
me, tomorrow, what would y'all do? I said, well, I know you don't want a major funeral. And I said, we still have that burn pile in the back. And he goes, no. He said, burn everything first, then bury me there. I was like, okay.
You can't bury someone in your backyard.
Because I think,
We can.
when I was watching My Hero, like a few days later, I was talking to my mom, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, I just got really emotional about it, because she was calling her parents, and her parents were like, she's proud of you, and I was like, it just really got to me, because I never knew what it was like to have parents who cared.
See, subconsciously.
My mom's just like, You're an asshole.
Wasn't lying about that.
We paid for you to go to college and
No,
you
they
just dropped
didn't.
out. And you're like,
They didn't. No, they didn't.
You get a scholarship?
No.
It's the parents calling.
Alright, I got one more thing to say and then we can stop. So my parents, my brother and his girlfriend and her baby and my aunt and my uncle.
When Kevin?
No. They're all going up to see my grandparents in Michigan next week. I'm not going. Because I wasn't invited.
So you had a dog sit.
I wasn't invited.
The fuck? Wait, what?
your grandparents
Did they really say don't invite Brad?
No. I didn't know that. They made all these plans without me and I didn't know they were going and I only recently found out about it. So nobody actually told me about it.
So they were like, "You want to go?"
Like I wasn't invited.
They even ask you?
And no. Well, once I found out about it. But anyway, I was just giving them shit about it because that's the thing that I do. And I was just like, you guys are going to this fucking thing, but I wasn't invited, so whatever. And my dad's like, don't fuck, you can come. And he's like, don't fucking do that.
Like you guys went camping without
It's
me.
like, you guys,
now you're going up state.
he's like, you can come if you want to. And I was like, why would I want to come? I'm clearly not wanted. And my mom's like, do you even want to go? And I'm like, nah. And she's like, why are you being such an asshole if you don't even want to go? And I was like, it's probably because of how poorly I was raised. Oh, that got me in trouble.
What'd they do?
She's just like, I hate you.
She's like, in the middle of the night, we're going to short circuit your computer.
No,
You're like,
she's just like, shut the fuck up.
You go home and there's a gigantic magnet stuck to the side of your motherboard.
Like, I didn't get in trouble. They were just annoyed at me.
They looked at him and be like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to unload and load the dishwasher.
They were just annoyed at me for like.
you can't get in trouble when you're
Sign off.
in the 20s.
Sign off, Brad. Sign off.
I'm done.
Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
Yare
share,
Shack.
comment, subscribe.
America.
Check out our reactions.
He told me to sign off, and now he's doing it.
Check
We all
out
did.
check
Jump in.
out Brad's Pornhub page.
Don't do that. There's nothing there.
Nothing you don't want to see.
No, there's literally no. I don't have anything uploaded. It's like YouTube. You can subscribe to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should show all the things you like, though.
Eventually,
Yeah.
eventually it'll become the new YouTube.
I've actually never liked
want that.
anything, but you can see all the people I'm subscribed to.
Speaking of which, any of you guys ever go to fucking Pornhub just to read comments?
No.
No.
You should. It's fun.
Okay.